This is BROverwatch. This time we are broadcasting some Rocket League, and we will be joined by some very special guests shortly. In the meantime, it is your boy JP. We have Duncan Brown making a coffee, and the one and only Jamie Drew, who is playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Jamie's not playing Mass Effect Andromeda. Jamie's trying to like remove the fucking Twitch overlay on his screen so I can read what choices he's making.
Exactly.
I might bang the wrong alien, JP. It's really important. I might bang the wrong one.
Well, that's Mass Effect for you. I mean,
that's a joke.
we don't have that problem in Rocket League. All we have to do is focus on getting the ball in the goal.
I don't understand football, so I don't own this game and I don't understand this game, so I'm just gonna assume. I'm just gonna replace some words. I'm gonna replace football with space.
But that's the thing. We are not going to use the word football because
bang.
Rocket League has about maybe a 50% resemblance to football. I mean, there are players on a field and a ball and some goals, but the main thing is,
that sounds exactly like football.
The main thing is
like
that
football,
you're in a car and you are like using that car to push a giant ball into a goal. That doesn't sound anything like football. Plus, there's also basketball and hockey as well. There's also
Jesus. I feel like I came to video games to avoid these words you've said.
Hey, the Jonny Gabriel has.
Look, I'm gonna try.
Onto the Xbox.
I'm looking at your Twitch stream, so I'm about 30 seconds behind, but please know that I am very supportive of your endeavors in this car football game.
Hello, I'm back.
No worries.
Hey,
how's
your coffee?
I couldn't help but hear that JP, you said
Jonny
the
Gabriel,
aim of JP, you said the aim of Rocket League is not to bang aliens. To which I say, get good. Then you can bang all the aliens you like.
Okay, I'd just like to welcome Jonny Gabriel to the
fair,
stream. He just came at a very good opportunity as soon as Duncan was talking about banging aliens. Hello, Jonny Gabriel. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you all?
Oh my god, I can hear you. That's so exciting. Hello.
Hello. Newcastle just conceded a goal, so I've come online to stop the
Oh no.
pain.
Does that mean
This is a good way to
they've
clear out
lost,
the system.
or
Well,
If Newcastle are playing, it's safe to say that Newcastle have lost,
that's fair.
regardless of the match. So yeah, Newcastle 3-0 down to Chelsea. So
oh no!
Ooh.
I just saw
that
Oh, that's really rough. Oh, well.
sounds rough. As a Blackburn Rover supporter back from the day, I have no sympathy.
Oh man,
We've never lost, so.
everyone
did
coming
lose your
from
best
Newcastle
striker.
buying your
Never
very best
once.
player.
Yeah, no. At that point, I was like, no, I'm out of this whole fucking sport now.
I think that's
Traitor.
reasonable. Right.
You're a colon traitor. That's what we call him back then.
Well, can I just make a point? He follows me
Yeah.
on Twitter, so
Well, good. He can hear this. Alan, you fuck.
if
Let's
he's
not
decided
call
to watch
Alan.
this stream, it will be a hell of a
nothing
coup.
else. He's got nothing else to do on a Sunday, has he?
I should just assume that he is, because, what else is he going to do?
Almost nothing.
He's not coming
No,
for a
he's-
brew.
He does seem like a good
I have genuinely no idea
regular.
what's going on in my game
favour.
anymore either. This is a difficult time for me.
Oh yeah, Jamie is playing a different game involving aliens. So whether like confused,
I'm not going to play Rocket
We
League
shall see.
Kung Fu Hustle.
I know
can't
that.
do it.
Let me
I'm
see.
just
Own it.
setting an invite for the rest of the party because I know you're not playing Rocket League. But I'm just getting everyone.
Have you
involved
made
into this
a-
party.
I'm making a game.
Oh,
wait,
do you want to
that
be the host then, or whatever? I mean, I would love going on, but the Twitch
I
overlay
need to
is
create
ruining.
do you want to create the
Difficult.
I
view
don't.
of the party?
I
You
can.
can create the party.
What? Once you join my party, I can make you the party leader, and then you can make. I haven't played this in a very long time.
Okay. Do you want me to? Let me invite you. Yeah. Let me try and do it.
Oh, for God's sake!
So,
One of my old
I,
friends from back in the day, about 10 years ago at Tesco when I used to work, he's invited me to play Fortnite Battle Royale with him. I'm beginning to say a nice no.
Aw.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. We have BROverwatch to stream. I'm sorry, man.
So
gonna
yeah,
be
welcome. This is the first time I've met Jonny Gabriel. So
yeah.
Welcome to BROverwatch. This is fun.
Same dudes.
It's literally this. Literally, we use structure and stuff, but the kids, the fans, were like, we don't like structure, so we're like, good, and that's it.
They voted
That's
with
the
their
story.
feet.
They voted with their feet.
By not existing.
Yes. If your feet don't exist,
yeah.
it's hard to vote with them. Hard to vote yes with your have feet. That's what I say.
Jonny, give it a quick 20-second bio of you and your general relevance in the universe.
Well, I'm Jonny, and that's I
This
think
is
that's
very difficult to
everything.
argue with so far.
We've
Right.
established that you're now the best of the Johnnies in the stream. I
mean,
mean,
there
John
are two.
wasn't the best one before, but
Well,
yeah,
I
but
was
you
best
still
by
find
default.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
There's
Maybe
more,
everyone
than
knows
others.
that.
there's more than one Jonny is news to me.
yeah.
I thought I was like Madonna. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Was she
Right.
the only Madonna?
Well, there's the
I
one from
guess-
LOLO.
I think there's one in, like the Bible, but I would have to check and I don't want to.
Right, just a
And
quick house.
This is now a research-free show. Hello,
You have to
sorry.
differentiate
Jamie,
between Madonna
can you just
and
double check
Child.
that Jonny is hearable on the stream, just in case he needs to take a box or something on his party settings.
Yes, I can. Give me 2 seconds. I'll mute.
Oh shit! We've not been audible this whole time.
I
That'd be
think
very unfortunate.
people hearing you talking to me and not hearing my responses. It'd be a
It's got a certain appeal.
nice metaphor for my life.
Aww.
I have confirmed and can confirm now that Jonny is audible.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, right. Here's my question.
Mhm.
Fuck's Rocket League? Because JP just explained it to me a little bit. It was like it's only 50% about football, and then he was like, it's actually this, and then described the game of football to me.
It's just cars pushing balls.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like micro machines with FIFA
Oh,
I
crossover.
played it one time and I
yeah.
lost really hard, and in my way I threw the controller through the window, and it was neither my controller nor window, and so I've never been allowed back to that place or to play Rocket League again. Because I have quote-unquote problems.
I hope it transpires that this happened at like loading bar. You're not allowed at loading bar.
Absolutely did. Like, please, sir, causing a scene.
Right.
Have I-
Duncan, you are the
I think I'm-
party leader. You should be able to make a
Did-
game.
I may have just done it. Is everyone else finding themselves thrust into a game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you've got
Nice.
those flags!
Should we do auto,
I've got a-
or should we all be on the same team? Or
Are we playing against a computer?
yeah, I've put some bots in because I think a 2-on-1 would just be like very tedious and embarrassing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna join blue.
Should
because
we
I
let's-
like
all be
blue.
on the spin? I'm gonna join blue. Should we all be blue?
Let's all be blue.
So wait, you're not playing real
let's
people?
let's
I'm
beat
not
some
using-
bots. No. We
No.
can do that later.
We can
but,
do that later. I just haven't played in such a long time. I've forgotten the controls and everything.
It's just we need to get
Oh
good.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I last played this on my
Just flown
Nintendo
into the
Switch,
goal.
so it's a little bit different.
there we go.
Oh dear.
Oh, see, it is. I mean, so begins the oh dearing. What? There's 2 levels to this thing. No, I've been thrown back into the match. Now I don't understand. I'm very disorientated. Oh! Come on! No, I always think I can jump. Yay!
If anybody's watching my stream, and I honestly, I don't know anymore. If you're wondering
Someone's
why it's all on
specifically
stretch, it's
watching it.
because I can't. Well, I put it up.
Oh,
I'm
that's
broadcasting just in case people don't want to watch, one thing. So I'm playing my thing, and
Okay.
I don't actually. The thing is about streaming Twitch from the Xbox is because it has that little box at the bottom of the screen. It's right in the way of all subtitles and all choices I have to make dialogue-wise, and so I have to exit out into Twitch to be able to see them. Okay, flirt option. It's a flirt option. Never mind.
Oh, is there a flirt option?
Yeah, we do. Hell yeah, there is.
Amazing.
I've still never
Truck
quite got
rider.
over the fact that you can flirt. on
Flipping
that.
into his own armor, banging everything in Andromeda.
Are we just scoring constant goals now? Is JP's just
You
banging
say
them
we.
in?
You say we.
Yeah.
As a hat trick, your little car gets to
I
take down the
nudged you
match
slightly
ball.
closer.
I was gonna say, what
Yeah.
difficulty did you set this on?
I think possibly just rookie. I can change that for next time. Wait. No! Oh, Jonny Gabriel's got him with a shot!
Oh,
I think I might have nudged you out of the way,
Really.
actually. I'm gonna try and ride on the ceiling. No, I fell off the ceiling! Oh, fuck. So, whose screen can the stream see?
It should just
Well,
be
the
mine.
last BROverwatch channel is JP's. My own channel is just Jamie. Fuck you, dinosaur
okay.
man. Don't want to deal with that right
no.
now.
conceded.
They scored.
Oh! Shit. Jamie, seeing as you are not watching this game, do you want to do a round of catch-ups? Or whatever you call it? What do we call them? We have a really good word for it. But
We did.
Just like- just ask us how we are.
Little
Check-ins.
check-ins.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that was
That's
good.
I've
I'll tell you what. I'll
Do,
tell you
uh,
what. I'll tell you what. I'll just wander around through this galaxy and I'll ask some questions now and then. How about this, right? Well, I'll
that's the
attempt to
plot of
moderate
Mass Effect.
things, but also try. I don't know what the plot of Mass Effect is really.
But
Bang
then it's
aliens,
wander around the
shoot them
galaxy and-
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes both.
Anyway,
Ooh, people to kill.
Keep going.
Hooray! So yeah, I think we should start with Johnny. Johnny's new. Johnny's
yeah.
a new person. He seems lovely. I've never met him before, so I'd like to check in with how have you been for the last however long you've been alive?
That scope is much too wide.
I mean, maybe, I'm not that old.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, yeah. Fuck you, Duncan.
Yeah.
I'm only
Whoa,
slightly
what is
older than
going-
Duncan.
What is going on in this?
Only
game?
slightly older than me. I think you're slightly younger than Jamie and slightly older than me, and then JP's the baby, potentially.
Actually, I have no idea how old JP is. So no, I can't
I'm
tell
26.
it. I know I've asked.
You're 26. Like a little fucking sprite. Anyway.
I'm not a
well,
fan.
okay. Be more
So
specific,
have you been?
Jamie,
Have you been
about
Johnny
when
Gabriel?
you
Let's
were
start with you.
I
Round
have
table. Not round table.
been, mostly reasonable.
Hey, like it's averaged out over 20 odd years.
I enjoy
Averaged
I
out to being
enjoy-
alright.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. A lot of people don't
Something
have
to
that.
say.
If I was ever to release an autobiography, mostly reasonable would be a good title.
That's
I-
fun.
This is a picture of
like-
you on the cover going like, nah.
Just sort of
I am
doing like a half-assed thumbs up,
Yeah,
Duncan,
and,
I gotta
just
ask,
looking.
what mutators have you got
You
onto
what?
this game? Like, there's some random stuff
I
going
don't
on
know.
in this.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's
why does the
exciting.
ball keep freezing?
Yeah.
That's a really good
Wait,
question.
what?
Also, at one point,
The
I started
fuck is
like
this game?
rocketing around the.
Yeah,
oh,
I started
Is that a goal?
teleporting. It was really weird.
Yeah!
Wait.
yes! GG, GG, GG!
Check
I
out
still haven't
that
scored.
Papua New
I'm
Guinea
mostly
flag.
assists, man.
turn left, Jamie. There we go.
I was gonna say, so because you're a big flag man, Johnny,
I'm
and
a
you
big-
can obviously
big-
have any flag. So is the Papua New Guinea your favourite flag?
The Papua New Guinea flag is the greatest national flag in the world, and it was designed by a
Can you give us a quick
15-year-old
breakdown of
girl.
that?
Really?
That's
What?
amazing.
Oh, what?
This sounds like a bullshit.
That's
fact.
amazing.
I'm gonna ask.
No.
questions.
This is
What?
If Johnny says it about flags, it's legit.
Why have we got grappling?
That's it,
yeah,
I'm
but-
so confused.
Hmm?
So
So
wait,
wait,
we've got
yeah.
grappling hooks.
Yeah, we've got
You have
grappling
grappling
hooks.
hooks.
I'm so confused.
Oh, I
And
have a
moves.
thing as
Looks-
well.
Awesome.
Duncan's
So
not allowed
Johnny,
to
you've
start
been
any more matches.
Johnny Gabriel. You've been
Yes,
You've
no,
been
I'm
alright.
not, 'cause I don't
You've been
understand
okay.
how
You've been
to
pretty
do it.
reasonable. What? Like, so what do you do? What do you do yourself? You're a writer. You wrote something about flags. Do you like?
It's not. That's not all I've ever written.
Are you sure? Because
Uh,
Duncan's really been on about the flags for days now.
He loves
No,
flags.
it's just
Duncan is,
literally the last 8 seconds.
Yeah.
My favourite thing about the one about flags is that people keep using it to try and win arguments against you on Twitter, as if like, well, you're just a man who writes articles about flags. They're like, okay. It's just seems a very strange slam dunk.
Only really the Getting the Sea Man, and he wrote a book
Oh,
about getting in
yeah.
the sea. That he, you know, it's like
The
two
sea
bald
boy.
men, fighting over a comb sometimes. Except only one of us is bald, obviously.
That's amazing.
Oh, God. We've been
I mean, like,
we've
yeah.
been fighting on Twitter proper Seaman style this week as well. That's been fun.
Say we, it's
yeah.
supposed to be Duncan.
What is his name? He wrote the book. He wrote the book about getting in the sea, right?
Oh, and
Uh,
Andy Dawson. That's his name. But like his whole thing is like I'm going to beef on Twitter, and so I had to have a big conversation in the BROverwatch chat this week about whether it's fine to beef on Twitter from the main account.
And it was briefly, and then it became sad. So we're
It
going to
became a
stop
bit
doing
sadder.
it for a while. Yeah, it'll go a bit hectic. But I still think we're going to keep going in on Matt Haig and Johan Hari until one of them is like loses a book deal.
I think like no. Look, I'm not gonna be satisfied until I get Matt Haig's book deal. Like, it's not enough. It's not enough that Matt Haig, mental health fraud, and our nemesis, I guess, loses one. I want his specific book deal because he's quite rich, and I would enjoy being quite rich.
I don't think.
And also, I think I'd do a better job. I'm not really a writer anymore. I used to be, but I think I'd do an alright job. I couldn't be worse. Ooh, this guy. That's not good.
Excellent.
This is dead dude.
I'm so confused by your
I'm
game
officially the
terms.
least. Let me change. Do you want to set the next one up, or shall I do the next
I
one again?
don't know. I don't know how. It's been so long.
Okay,
since
what
I've
have I done
played
in match settings? Arena, random. Oh, Rumble might be. Maybe it's because I picked Rumble. I don't
Alright,
really understand what
and
Rumble is.
Explain to me the rumble. What is the difference? Explain to
DJ
me.
Duncan, though.
Sorry.
So wait. Oh wait, hang on. We've got JP and Duncan in the stream. Let's get
Is this
ready,
the
ready,
first time
let's
you've
get
realized
ready to
this?
rumble.
I want you to know how many
Uh,
jokes I've held back on about this.
I think it actually may not be the first time. No.
Oh god, JP and Duncan PJ.
oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really enjoy that. That album outsold both Nas and Biggie that year. So officially, they were the biggest rappers in the UK.
Wait, just in
Yeah,
England,
yeah.
or
I think it's just.
Just- Jesus Christ?
But you know, those other two were pretty big still. It was.
Yeah,
oh,
like it
Blue.
wasn't.
Sorry,
enough.
this is my fault. I'm afraid the
Duncan,
settings
how
are
have you
exactly
been?
the same.
Oh, for God's sake.
Duncan,
How
have you
have I
been?
been? I've been good. Have I been good? Oh, I forgot to take my meds for 2 days in a row.
Hooray!
In between, before the last time I played, and I had a truly dire time of it. Which is sort of why I felt so ready to go in on Johan Horrocks. Was like, yeah, you know what happens when you don't take antidepressants for 2 days? You become a psychotic maniac. Which is why I briefly through the game. But it was fine. Everything is all good with that now. I've been taking like double of everything for a bit. That's not true. Just slightly more.
Wait, really? No? What? No?
No.
Yes? Okay.
Wow,
fine.
I scored.
I haven't been
Fine.
taking.
I'm-
I haven't been doubling my meds. It's fine. I'm not like on a tear. But no,
Good.
that's all fine. Score a
Good.
goal by hitting
Excellent.
your opponent into a ball. I just got an achievement. That's exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've also been
Yeah.
working on that for about a week because I
On purpose.
Oh.
I feel like it's not my fault this time. Like it's usually fine. Like I don't really have to withdraw from these ones from the social link that we talked about way back in the BROverwatch series initially. I don't really have that kind of withdrawal anymore, and thank God. But I they won't give you the repeat prescription. That's a really difficult set of words to say. They won't give you.
Just give it the old college try.
I don't want to go back in because it takes fucking weeks to get an appointment now. And so they were like, okay,
Really?
sign up for the online thing. And then I had to literally go in, fill in a form like some kind of dark ages chum.
Oof.
And they were like, okay, we'll email you. And they just have not emailed me. They assure me it's on the way.
Huh.
And it feels like, what are you doing behind the desk all day then? But I don't want to say that because I don't want to be a dick.
I mean,
don't
definitely,
be a
they're
real
definitely doing
German
things.
about it. Yeah, I
Yeah, that's
assume
true.
so, but I have no evidence of this. So I've just been steadily
You're
getting
gonna
more
do
and
a
more
survey?
annoyed at the NHS, and it's like, maybe I should vote Conservative next time. I don't really like it anymore.
Jamie, no.
I'm
No,
not going to do
never
that.
say
I'm not
that,
going to do
never
that.
joke,
That's
never
a bridge
joke.
too far. It's not even a good joke.
Never tell jokes. No, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean that's rough. I mean, I'm still
It sucks.
waiting for someone to eventually say therapy is mine. I've been on the waiting list for about 6 months now or something. And they do keep saying things like, if you just go private, it's fine. And I'm like, maybe.
You've vastly overestimated what the situation is here.
Yeah,
Money-wise. Yeah. Like it would be fine.
fine.
It probably would. It'd probably be great. By all accounts, it's fantastic. But a cave. I'm supposed to go through a cave. Okay. All right. Okay. This is tough to follow
guess
when you
it-
can't read subtitles and when you're deaf. JP, your turn. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Cannot complain.
Yeah.
I don't really have much.
You
to say
can
on that
complain.
front.
This is the place where you would complain.
I
don't know if you've heard, but
Usually
Jamie's
the
just been
JP
complaining.
hour.
Things been okay. You know? It's been quite positive.
JP just scored like the most esoteric goal of all time. Like,
Wait, did
it
I
bounced
actually even-
several times, and then no, you
Did I
were
score
nowhere
that?
near it. Like, yeah, you touched
so
it last about a
confused.
minute ago. It was just like rolling around, and then you punted it in.
Oh, I think someone punted it back in.
I did clean up.
But yeah, not too bad.
Wait.
Just been just trying to chill out and stuff. My girlfriend and partner, Rach, she was away for a few days in Switzerland covering some Trump protest, and I had to defend for myself, and I'm gonna have to do that again in a couple of weeks.
I did talk to you when you were doing this, and it was quite good. Like, what have you been eating? And you were like, no, I just haven't. I was like, instant noodles. Is that fine? Am I gonna die? And you didn't die, so I'm very proud of
No,
you.
I've been okay, but it's just because it's been January, and this January's been a very long month, and especially
Yeah, it
since
feels
I
like it's
last
gone
got
back about 3 years.
I last got paid in the middle of December, so my paycheck is
Ooh.
like I seriously need a paycheck right now. So which is why I was when I was last talking to you about it, Jamie, I was talking to you about how mostly how to kind of like fend on not much food and money.
Yep, that was fun. I think that was a good bit of content we did. I think it's sad that we're the experts on that.
Yeah, I know.
We've got
Well,
that in our lives.
I went to
But we
the
are.
Asian store yesterday and I picked up some instant noodles just in case. I've got some other stuff.
Strong.
I am. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I get paid next week, so I'm all good. And I've been just making the most of my gym membership at the moment, just kind of like pass the time by lifting heavy weights.
But now Rachel's here,
That's
you're not
good.
very impressed anymore. You know, she's already fairly impressed. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she's
I
easy every
wouldn't say
day.
that.
You widen out a little bit. It's fine. This is how I feel about
Yeah.
the gym. I'm not very good at exercising or gym. Or, you know, just generally taking care of myself.
Ooh,
Hey.
I went this morning. It was
Score.
great. Great. I scored
Really?
again.
Are you becoming incredibly strong?
I don't know.
Are you-
Debatable.
That's good. I mean,
Are you
I-
trying to
I
get
like
so
that the
strong that
answer
you can
was-
lift a planet?
Well, I mean, everyone kind of wants to lift the planet one day, but I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Cool,
Can-
good.
Have you scored all 5 of these goals, JP?
I think so.
I thought you said
Again,
you
I'm
were
on
like
a-
back.
Andy,
that
like
was
Andy
very
Cole
good,
against
actually.
Ipswich.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a time that was. I miss those days. No, has anyone ever done that since?
What scored 5?
What?
Shearer scored 5. Oh god, I wasn't invited on to talk about football stats.
Oh,
I just
I mean,
want
you can have a
game
small
of football explained to me.
It's
Alan
possible
Shearer
to score
scored.
5 goals.
Yeah, Alan Shearer scored 5 against Sheffield Wednesday. Dimitar
remember
Berbatov
that
scored
match.
5 against Blackburn Rovers. Sergio Aguero scored maybe 5 against Newcastle, or was that 4?
Oh no!
And Jermaine Defoe scored 5 against Wigan Athletic.
Strong. Very strong. And then
This
as a
is-
result, we just won that. This is good. You play this out.
Solid level of memorization.
Well, clearly we're so good that
Ooh.
we can go online now, right?
I think
Yes,
you can.
probably.
I think you do have to. Are you jumping now?
Yeah.
Is this jumping that I just saw?
Yeah, the cars
What,
jump.
you can make
This
the
game
cars
looks
jump.
cool as shit.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't enjoy it when I played it for 5 minutes. But it looks
Well, because
cool as hell,
you
and I'm not
was the
allowed
thing
that.
you were worried about that you can't jump. Is it jumping?
Yeah,
that
that
you
was
wanted?
mostly it. Yeah, I will be honest.
Okay.
So it's just like driving, whatever. Now jumping. It shouldn't be video
if I
game where
do
you can
play
jump.
online, will the whole party get to be in it? I
Yeah,
assume that will be the case.
that's how it works, man.
Oh,
That's how parties
okay.
work.
Let's try this.
I like the heart. I like the heart
Yeah.
a lot.
Check out my new antenna I got.
We don't. Oh, so Rumble is the one where you can fight people. Okay, let's just do standard, I guess.
Or hoops. I
yes.
I enjoy
no idea what
hoops.
option I just picked.
Well, you can only do 2x2 on hoops,
Oh.
and it won't let us do that for some reason. Let's just see what happens when I press this button. I'm
So,
excited to see
lads.
how this goes. Yes.
This week, the thing that happened, like, yeah, we're trying to keep things like, you know, vaguely related. Like, Marquis Smith died, and
Woo!
we got in various fights about it, because
Yeah.
Marquis Smith was a. I tried to. I don't know why I had to be dramatic about it, like, because I wrote a couple things about it for, you know, content reasons, and like,
Oh yes.
apparently, if you call him a big old piece of shit online, people get really angry about it, and
People don't like.
they
you
don't
doing
enjoy it. They don't enjoy thinking about it because he was like, you know, he was a big old working class hero for a lot of people, and I get it.
that. Yeah.
And I like the Falls music, but also he did, you know, choke his girlfriend and have a really
Oh no.
ability to piss almost everybody off that he came across.
Sorry, we just conceded.
Yeah. We did concede straight away.
What's
by-
conceding? Please help.
Also,
Don't
when
use
you
the
let a
words.
goal in. Also, is
Okay.
everyone we're playing against called Like a Boss? I think we're
Yeah,
playing
they've-
3
it's-
different Like a Bosses.
Yes.
No, it's one guy plus 2 guest accounts.
Oh.
Oh god, we just
Oh,
conceded
I
again.
see. This has to be JP's fault somehow.
No, it's not.
So-
oh, he just says thanks. This guy is showboating.
Here's
you say
my
thanks?
question.
Yeah,
Yes.
He said thanks.
Here's my
Let's do
question.
the question.
Over the last like year or so that we were having, it's very good. Like, have there been any like because have there been any like men that are good anymore? I guess, like famous ones.
Andrew WK.
Thought you had that.
I love
he may
Andrew
be a
WK.
clone or something. I was
He's
that.
great.
There was a point where I thought Akon was meant to be good because he gave an entire country the internet, but then he also owns a diamond mine. And that's a fun thing to know about
That's no
Akon.
good. That's no good. Akon,
Yeah, it's
damn
really
it.
difficult.
Akon, I have no horse in the race regarding to Akon, but damn it, Akon. Can't own a diamond.
Johnny,
mine.
who's good? I feel like you'll know who's good.
Oh, Miley, what's good? Eddie Vedder.
But I mean, that's because you love him.
Yeah,
You
but
love him with his power.
I don't think he's ever done anything really bad. Maybe
Not to my
privately.
Maybe in
He helped.
privacy was unheard.
He helped like the West Memphis 3 out a lot.
Oh yeah.
Which is a good thing. And he.
Wait, what's the West Memphis 3?
There were 3 guys in the Satanic Panic that were accused of murdering 3 young boys as a satanic ritual, and then it was found out that it was actually one of the dad's stepfathers, but they'd already served like 20 years prison, and they weren't allowed off
Yeah.
unless
Oh,
they
Jesus.
pled guilty for some other crimes.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix.
It's
There's a show about
horrendous.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
some really
few
good
of those
documentaries.
Paradise
Henry Rollins
Lost
did a
and-
lot of stuff about them as well. But Henry
yeah.
Rollins is a big old piece of shit.
Really?
He said some other things. Yeah, he did a weird thing about antidepressants that was, not antidepressants, just like depression in general. That was essentially like, everyone get over it.
Yeah, I
It's-
remember that,
yeah.
actually. That was,
It was silly.
real disappointing as well, because I really like the Rollins band.
And you don't like
I'm
any
gonna ring
music.
this dinosaur. I don't like any. I don't understand it, Duncan. It's not I don't like it. It's just that I don't understand what. Did I tell you last year or so? I had a conversation with a young person, and
Oh
they're
no,
like, I'm gonna.
A young person.
I know it's
No.
terrible. I would not recommend it.
we told you not to do that.
You've been told. And he was like, I'm going to Primavera next year, and you know, because I didn't
yeah.
know this person very well, I was like, oh,
Was
cool.
this young person me?
Who's playing? No, I wish it was. You're at least a bit cognizant. This is the person I never met, and so he just like, I was like, oh mate, it's gonna be great. And they rattled off what was essentially to me a bunch of words. And then I was
That's-
informed that they were all bands,
Okay.
and it made me deeply unhappy. It made me deeply unhappy because I was like, okay, so what about Ash? I know Ash, and that's really about it. To be honest with you, like I'm
That's
not
like
even the
90.
biggest.
Actually,
I
very
like Ash
good.
well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, it's kind of like that's about it. That's the extent of this, and then the conversation was over because I had nothing else to like say about this, and it was the first time like I realized like
Yes, let's go!
Hooray!
Yes. So I've
please,
got a very
wait,
personal
no,
interest
this is
in
good. I'm
these-
catching
this
up. I'm
shit.
catching up. This is a good goal actually. Holy shit!
Yes! Am I turning Jamie into a sportsman?
We
Oh,
are.
they
Go local
As long as I
sports
know what to
team.
do
do it.
30 seconds in advance, I'm quite happy.
We can win this.
come on.
Give us
You
a
know
symbol,
who I
Jamie.
like? Is that Donald Glover? I like him. He's pretty good. He's said some weird shit.
I think is
Some of his lyrics terrible.
yeah,
his name?
but
Chris.
now here's the thing.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Chris Evans.
No, no, go
Is he
for
not a nice person?
Oh, Chris Evans.
The,
seems
the,
like a good
the,
dude.
as in Captain America, not the ginger one.
He had a
Not
he had
Billy
a teenage
Piper's
bride, so
husband. Oh yeah, that was bad. Well, he
I
was
think,
good.
like-
He was good. Chris Evans is good. Chris Evans is
Yeah.
literally Captain America in real life, I think, and that's
Chris
nice.
Evans was in that interview where he was quite bad, but then he apologised for it, and it was mostly Jeremy Renner's fault, and Jeremy Renner did not apologise.
No, Jeremy.
Jeremy-
Oh
Jeremy-
no.
Oh man.
I tried to say it,
Jeremy Renner is like the worst Avenger as well. So
The worst
Yeah.
adventure by far. Like,
I've
such a
written-
good
I've got bow and
adventure,
arrow.
generally.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they
like,
basically
you've
wrote him out.
got Robert Downey Jr., but he's alright.
Mm.
He's like the other problematic one potentially because he was on a massive amount of drugs in the 90s. And that's
For a very
fine.
long
That's
time.
nice. For a very long time.
Yeah. He's
No, I
nice
like
to
Chris
have
Evans.
those
The only problematic thing about Chris Evans is that he's dating Jenny Slate again, who is
Again.
clearly my wife. So we've been through this
That's
privately, and I've been
the opposite of
counselled about it,
problematic, I
you guys,
think.
but it's,
Oh no, he's gonna. Oh,
I
he
don't
just saved that.
enjoy
That
it
was amazing.
personally.
Yeah, we still lose
Oh well,
though.
that he's going out Jenny Slate.
Yeah.
I respect him for that.
It's just a lot of jealousy for both of them for me, to be honest with you.
We
Like-
lost. Look at them jumping up
I mean-
and down.
Every loss is just a marker on the path to success, right?
Oh, I got
Is
a
that
spinner
still
for
true in
my wheels
football?
though. What's that?
Is that still true in football?
Yes. I mean, I
Yes.
think we did fine then, and I think we deserve respect.
So my point about Donald Glover was
Yeah.
like a lot of lyrics are shitty
Hmm.
and like pretty
Yeah.
misogynistic and weird and fetishy or whatever. Like, but he's shown a lot of willingness and capability, kind of take on criticisms and work on them, which I always quite like to see personally.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can really do.
Someone who has been really,
JP.
really good at that, but who never gets talked about as much, also is not a man, is Sarah Silverman is very good at that. Like, she's publicly
very good at
apologised
that.
for a lot of stuff she used to say, and has been called out on some stuff that she has, like, you know, apologised for and has pledged to do better and stuff like that. That's
I mean, that's
good.
all you can really ask for, I think. That's all you can really, like... Because I don't think
Oh no,
anybody...
we're playing the
like,
same guy.
I don't think anybody is asking for things to, people to just kind of go away unless it does something super bad. But like, if it said something, I don't think anybody's asking for
Yeah.
it to go away forever. I think it's just a case of like, all right, just don't be a dick about it now. Like, here's the thing that you said and did,
Yeah.
or whatever. Oh fuck, I died. I think it gets lost quite a bit, and I think this is what I was thinking about when we got kind of. We yelled about Marky Smith for a while there on my BROverwatch
Yes.
Twitter account, and one of the things that came back was like, so who's good? And like, there isn't many answers to that, but there are some. There's got to be more than I'm thinking of. Is what I'm thinking.
Sure. But then it's also who do we know about? Because, like,
That's
There's a
true.
lot of
There
stuff
is
going on.
that, because nothing can surprise you anymore.
yeah. I guess the important bit is what happens next.
Yeah.
Because, some people should just go away. Like, the fact that, like, Logan Paul's still wants to be famous in exactly the same way, and it's just like, no, just get a job in marketing. Like, just go and do
Just
like,
be a regular
involve
person.
being mega.
so many
famous.
jobs in like cafes. Just please go away.
I would not eat at a cafe if I saw that someone who looked exactly like Logan Paul was working there, because he unsettles me.
That's every
yeah,
cafe. There
we're
is someone that
old.
looks like Logan Paul working there.
Yeah.
Every cafe does have a Logan Paul. That is what they say.
And if you go in a
Personally,
cafe
used it,
and
yeah,
there isn't a Logan Paul, you are the Logan Paul.
You're the Logan Paul.
No!
Yeah. Look, we've all been in that situation as well.
Sorry,
And
Duncan.
that's the worst one.
That's
even
my
worse than the
favourite
Steel one.
episode of Twilight Zone. Every time the man goes into a cafe, he sees no Logan Paul, and then he looks at a mirror, and he is Logan Paul.
Oh, good lord.
Terrifying. Yeah.
We've all had that dream. We've all had that nightmare. That's not.
This is
let's
my
not pretend
thing,
like
'cause-
we're not.
Jamie, you know how you've been saying that Charlie Brooker should stop writing every episode of Black Mirror, which I also agree with. But what
I
if
do
when he
fully
stops
believe
writing
with all
it,
my
they
heart.
all become like that? I would
Well, I
certainly
mean-
submit that episode.
I mean, look, you can't be worse than Metalhead from this last season of Black Mirror, if you ask me.
Oh, that was
So,
your least favourite one, wasn't it?
That's by a country mile. I think
Aw,
the DJ
man.
is stupider,
Fuck!
but it's got more to it. In between that, what just happened? I'm catching up.
We played the same
We
guy.
lost. Oh, no one scored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
same
like a
guy.
boss again.
Mm.
He's like a boss 5, which I'm quite enjoying. I don't know what it means.
Oh no, they're all like a boss. There's like him and 2 people that he's playing with. Unless it's him playing on 3
Ah.
controllers, but I don't know how that works.
Maybe
He's
he's got
made some
Oprah
noise.
Oh,
Winfrey
is that the
hands.
team name?
No,
Yeah,
no, you
maybe.
can do split screen, so it might be. It's very likely it's likely just one guy with 2 friends playing split screen with 3 controllers.
Yeah.
Ah,
They're probably
What-
having
what a
fun and
world.
drinking alcohol together.
Probably,
Yeah.
and laughing
Those
about this man.
rascals.
Probably laughing about this man
Yeah.
called the Pepsi locator.
I think we're playing. Oh no! Please don't resurrect that joke. It's still not funny.
it's too late. It's entirely. Are you sure? Because it's pretty funny.
I still don't know.
So Johnny, what do you
I
think?
don't
What do you think Duncan's gamer tag is?
It's the pep. For God's sake, the Peppy locator. But I don't know what it means.
Ah,
It's
No
there's
one
a
does.
there's a vine where someone's trying to find the peepus, and then they find it. But it's bad. I was
It's
just
funny
in
that it sounds.
in a mood when I made it.
Duncan,
And,
can I
change
just
it.
point out, like, Vine was around like 4 years ago, so you have no
Vine 2's coming.
excuses that
Oh, yeah, no.
you picked a bad gamer tag in your youth.
I'd like to formally apologise for my bad game attack.
It is
talking of bad
absolutely
men,
fine.
My old Hotmail address was when I was like 14, and so I can never ever admit to that in public. But thank God this is private and not going out to
Your
the
old
public.
email address.
It's not like
What,
it's on
yeah.
a
Yeah.
broadcast on Twitch.
It's absolutely not like that. It's not like anybody can see this or hear this. So it's really glad that you guys have really provided this safe space for me to admit this. That was
See,
a
Yeah.
huge loss for my
I
friend.
Go on, tell us.
I was smart and just captured every single @Jonny Gabriel that I ever could in the early days, and I now have a formal online presence everywhere I go.
Oh,
You're welcome in every forum about weightlifting.
Yeah.
It's like this is a great Hannah Montana fan chat, but it's a damn shame I had to go for Jonny Gabriel too. Like someone has said that sentence.
oh no! Someone keeps exploding me.
God, I hate
Oh,
this
it's
game.
This
How
game
do
is
I work with Reyes? I can't
so
find
frustrating.
Reyes.
Did someone just
Find
score?
Reyes. How can I work with?
No, he scored 5 seconds. How do we make it so we don't play this guy anymore?
Don't click
To be
rematch.
fair, did congratulate us on the scored. Yeah, oh, I didn't click rematch. I think I just left it.
So how many people can be on the same thing at once?
I think
What?
like
Maybe they
6.
have a multi-tap.
Oh, yeah,
Multi-tap.
maybe.
Oh my god, that takes me back to the late 90s, early 2000s.
What did a multi-tap to? Also, this guy has a ghost as his antenna. I can have a goat as my antenna. Yes, equip now. I'm very
I should get this
excited.
fucking game.
Right, let's go back to the main menu
I mean-
and reconvene.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me
Who
try
didn't know
this
what a
again.
I believe in
multi-tap
you guys.
was?
I believe in you guys.
Me, I didn't know
I-
what a multi-tap was.
It was
It
basically a
was-
thing that you plugged into your controller. Yeah.
Go for it, go for it.
It was a thing you plugged into your PlayStation controller port, which is like an extension lead, so you could plug like 4 more controllers into it.
That was how you played Micro
Okay,
Machines
that
back in the
makes
day
sense.
with like 8 people, and it was awesome.
I played Micro Machines a couple of years ago, and it's
thought you meant to
still
ask
extremely
you.
good.
Original or V3?
V3, mate.
It
V3
was- I
classic.
think it was original, you know. I think it was Micro Machines 2. Or something like that. Either way, it was very
I'm
the
on track.
same top-down style. And
I used to rent V3 from Blockbuster a lot of the time,
amazing.
just to play on my own.
With 4 controllers
I did
and your
that.
multi-tap. It felt like you had friends.
I used to have a
I feel bad that
babysitter
I'm
who
gone
would
to
come
this
over with
galaxy
their
and murdering
PlayStation.
all the dinosaurs.
The only thing I ever rented, I think, was Winter Olympics like 3 times because I don't know, I
Nagano.
was 6. Yeah, it was Nagano. Extremely Nagano. Or was it? Like this would have been in like 1998.
Nagano
Is
was
that
98,
Nagano?
I think. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was Nagano then. It was. I was very bad at all of the sports, and yet I, for some reason, decided that that was the game I wanted to borrow every single time. And there
If you
was
go
no good
on-
reason for it.
If you go on YouTube, if you're ever bored, and just search for like international track and field and watch the people like
Oh my
break
God.
like the 100-meter records in 5 seconds.
International
It-
track and field.
It's
That takes me back
so
as well.
fun.
I've actually never
Like,
played
people-
it. I was a Master System boy, so we didn't have much that you could play on. Just it was like
Like people
more
throwing the
job.
javelin out the stadium and stuff.
Really?
Like over the
Is that even
not
possible?
right out the stadium, but like over the 100-meter track because they like got it like 45-degree angle perfect, as powerful as you can go.
I'm always
you
jealous of
do
these
that?
kind of people. I'm always jealous of these kind of people. Like just kind of like you spent so much time perfecting a skill that isn't like relevant in the real world, but it makes you happy. And I can get behind
But now,
that.
like presumably
sound-
all their like thumbs have calcified. Like they've just got like
Yeah.
minerals instead of bones.
Totally worth it if you can finish
Yeah,
100
I
meters in
imagine-
less than 5 seconds.
Exactly.
What I imagine there
Defying
in
all
Calcified
biology.
Bones is like, remember like when you had an N64 and eventually after about 2 months the little analog stick would have just like
Oh,
gross like mix of like ground plastic and dead skin in the little
Oh, lovely.
pit.
Wow.
That's what I imagine that you're on about when you're on like Calcified Bones.
Be a bit like
Even though I
if
know
you
what they
ever,
are.
If you ever have to,
Oh no.
no, we're gonna go. If you ever have to like clean your keyboard on your computer,
Oh,
you like
yeah,
tip it
no,
upside
yeah,
down
absolutely
and
not.
just like
That is not nice.
I tried that
That's
once. I was just like, but keyboards aren't that expensive. I don't wanna. I never want to think about
It
it.
depends
When
if
have
you
to, like,
want
do the
to
drain.
fork out a lot of money for a keyboard or not, though. It depends.
Oh, so-
Last year we had a drain blockage in the bathroom sink, and so me and my partner we spent a good hour unblocking it, and I don't think we've ever looked at each other the same way ever again.
I mean, we had
It's-
a worse one. We had like a block in our outside drain, which is because a dead rat got stuck in it, and that was
Aw.
pretty much. You don't emerge from that alive. I mean, the rat certainly didn't. Can you think of a worse way to die than being that
Now.
rat? I can't.
Now, my friend,
What happened to your friend? Oh no,
my friend, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You're my friend here. I can beat this. I got this beat. I got 1,000%.
How did you die?
How?
But my question is, are you ready?
I don't know.
Are
Is
you?
this an adult stream?
It is now, my friend.
Okay.
So, in my old flat
No.
in Glasgow,
Shit.
I like how I just said in Glasgow, and you're all very much like, now you're braced. It's good. It's exactly
No,
correct.
conceded again.
Okay. That's it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I'm generally about 20 seconds behind. It's quite good because I know what to say about this football game that I don't understand. It's good.
Yeah.
So our toaster started like burning toast in about 3 seconds flat. and we just kind of like, man, our toaster just sucks. So we're just gonna, in the way you do, you get used to it, right? And you're like, all right, look, the toaster. You have guests around. You're like, look, you want some toast? I can do it for you in 30 seconds, and that, like, no further. So, like, I think my planet's parent came round, and because we're 18-year-old boys, we're like, have you checked the trap? And we were like, what the fuck are you on about? What's a trap?
Oh,
trap? So we got the trap, you know, the crumb trap underneath?
Yeah.
There was a mouse in there.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And, had been for some time.
That adds some extra flavor
I
to your
don't know
toast.
how. I honestly don't know how. But that's why
Shit.
the
We should go
toaster
back to
being
playing bots.
burning.
Yeah, playing the bots made me feel good.
Yeah.
Demoralizing. Maybe Newcastle should start playing bots. Get a bit.
That's yeah, that
Pretty
would
good
be
though,
good.
can't we?
I-
Pretty good.
When I
Still playing
live
well.
with two of my friends, it's not a dead rat story.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
We-
what the fuck are you even doing here, Johnny? Get out
I
of the kitchen.
so I slept in a downstairs bedroom, and then my best mate slept upstairs with another one of our friends. So I went upstairs to talk to my mate, and we were like, "Can you smell cheese?" She was like, "Yeah, where's it coming from?" So we went in our so we traced the smell, like a pair of bloodhounds, to our other housemate's bedroom, and behind his curtains, and there was a mug of hot chocolate there that had turned to literal cheese.
Oh.
So we asked him about it,
Chocolate
and he was
flavored
like,
cheese.
so we asked him about it, and he was like, "Oh, my ex-girlfriend made me a hot chocolate like the last time I had it, and they'd split up like six months beforehand." So that had just been sat there for like 6 months, and that's why
Jesus.
boys should not be allowed to live together.
That is
No.
right.
That is true. I had an old housemate like that, just to confirm this fact that I mentioned never lived together at a young age, or ever really. He made a habit of that. Like, he under his bed was just, it became like an obstacle course. Like, look, we don't have enough cups, so we would end up playing like rock paper scissors, like who has to go get and retrieve the cup from under Russell's bed. And it was just like, it was a whole ordeal. It became a whole ordeal after like a year living together. We're all like, okay, we've got this down to an art form. Like rubber gloves, like just something over your face so you didn't have to inhale anything bad. Because he would just like leave pasta in the pasta out of the pan to like save on washing dishes that because he would use them all and never wash them, and so could never use them again. And he would just like leave the pasta in the pan until it went literally fluffy. And that was just like, it just became common. It just became commonplace, and it's amazing what you can put up with when the rent's £250 a month.
Oh
My
god.
God.
I think there is like self-care issues when it's just for similarly aged boys living together. Like no one's really there to go, "Yeah, this isn't how you're supposed to live."
There's science
It's
against
so-
this.
It's so like we just don't like. I get we don't get taught things that women do, and that's wrong and bad.
I don't know if
but
that's
also,
necessarily
like,
true.
I was taught a few things, but like,
We
don't be a
just don't
dick.
listen.
Yeah.
I think either we don't listen, or we just sort of assume that there will always be someone there that can sort it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they scored.
There's a part,
No.
of,
It's
there's
gonna
a
be
part of the
alright.
male brain, like not the male brain, I guess, but like in the society in which we have made and royally fucked up. There's a part of the male brain that kind of goes, mum will do it, and then just replaces mum with whoever,
A ghost.
and whether that's a girlfriend or a wife or the fairy that does the fucking thing or the ghost that lives in your flat, like whoever. Like there's a part of your brain that just kind of goes, it's not my problem, and it is your problem, and it takes so long to realize that sometimes. This is a thing I genuinely
We're gonna
believe
be
with
alright.
all of my heart. I'm so glad that I don't live with flatmates anymore, but especially after my experience not with other men. Because even me, I recognize that I guess I don't see mess in the same way. I don't like clutter. Like, I'm quite happy. Like,
Oh, okay.
that windowsill's a bit shitty. Yeah, that's fine. It's not literally killing me.
That makes sense. I mean, that seems
Yeah.
like very, very low standard, but
It is. It's. I mean, literally not killing you is pretty much baseline, right? So
yeah.
I say embrace it.
Oh,
Not
how
killing
do I
us.
create this match?
Yep, yep.
What kind of match are you want to create?
I'm trying to do a private one with harder bots.
Play private match. Great.
It's not working. I think it says Johnny's in a match, which might be some kind of error.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the
Wrong
match.
side of this mountain. Fuck you, bug. I've got a
Sorry.
car.
Party leader, and I'll try something.
Oh no, it's working now.
Yep.
Oh yay,
Hurrah!
Duncan.
Let's see. It's not gonna be basketball, but oh, we're playing in this big champion thing. This looks exciting.
Are you playing basketball?
Okay. No,
Champions Field, free or free.
maybe we should join blue. Am I playing on my own? Oh no, you're all here. Good.
Pew, pew. No!
Oh,
No!
Oh.
It's fine. It's all fine. Nope.
Have I
nope,
accidentally done it with no
it's fine,
bots? Oh, JP's on the other team. Oh no.
fine. Jesus.
I did not mean to do
Has
that.
JP
I see what
betrayed
you're
you?
doing.
No, I pressed the wrong button.
Sure.
That's exactly what a betrayer would say.
That's what Hitler said.
That's exactly what.
That doesn't make sense.
I remember from history books. I did a degree in history. No, I didn't. I did half a degree in history, and Hitler definitely said that.
Did you do a degree in history?
Part of a degree in it. Like, the way it works in Scotland is like, you do your 4-year, well, at least in Glasgow, you do your 4-year course, and that's like your, your master's degree, and it's, you,
No,
in the
right.
first couple of years, you take other courses also. So, like, I did a bit of history, a bit of philosophy also.
Okay.
And I, because I am me, I barely went to any of their fucking classes. So, it's possible that it is not what Hitler said. It's
Okay.
possible that Hitler didn't say, I pressed the wrong button in Rocket League, I'm sorry. It's possible.
I mean, I didn't think he had Rocket League, so
Honestly, again, I just went to so
One of the
few
many
these
things that
classes.
Jamie and he have in common.
This has gone through a weird place.
Come on! Did I just score? No.
Goddamn nav point. You gave me a nav point. Let me get to the nav point. There we go. Go.
Oh
Truck.
yeah, you're
Go
still
on,
playing
you
Mass
can climb
Effect, aren't
things.
you?
Yeah.
Have
I don't
you-
play Mass Effect
have you had-
until sorry.
Have you had intercourse with an alien?
No, yeah, I'm working on it. Truck Rider is romantic, and so
truck ride.
Truck Rider.
So stupid.
What I like about that is that it lets you pick your name and make your character, and like, you know, you customize your twin, and then it goes like whatever gender you want to play, it will go brother or sister, and the other person will kind of be in the plot a bit. So they will refer to the other person, which by default is like Scott and Samantha. And
Okay.
you can't customize your twin's name. So in this game, my dad named his children Samantha and Truck.
Truck.
And they have to canonically refer to me as Truck.
Okay.
Truck was named after the hero of the Mass Effect Monster Factory.
Oh yeah.
The perfect warrior.
The perfect warrior. That's a face you could really
Truck
type
Rider.
into. No, JP's not allowed to score. He's a betrayer. I'm very glad that we're beating him, the betrayer.
What?
Are you
I'd like to point
reading
out that the both our goals were
scored.
scored by the bot on our team.
The bot scored.
Yeah.
How?
And they were like quite. I assisted at least one of them, but also he's very skilled. I may have set these bots to be too good. I don't know. The only options are like easy and pro, and then like ultra hard. So I assumed that pro just meant fine.
Yes, that's correct.
I can't be expected to know everything.
It means 4. It's the opposite
Yes.
of anti.
Oh,
But
4.
yes, I am
thought you meant
4
like the number
football.
4.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
play
yeah.
it on if you play it on easy, they like actively dislike playing against you, and they try and avoid it.
Yeah. Like even the bots
Right.
stand going like, not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, boys.
Disgusting.
Don't celebrate.
traitor. Yeah. Wait, if I press a button, does it say a thing? Oh, I can do it. Oh, cool. I can. Oh shit. Wait, I pressed the word defending. That's not what I meant to do. Oh no. Oh, JP said whoops. Very good. If you score again, I'll
He
be
doesn't
fucking
mean it.
furious.
He doesn't mean it. I think he's got an advantage because he can hear you on chat.
Yes, and I do keep
It's not like
saying
me
what I'm
and
going to
like
do.
me and Duncan are discussing tactics.
Yeah.
drive
guys
around
clearly
fast,
are.
Duncan.
We
Just drive
can't hear
fast.
it.
Yeah.
Just drive fast and hit
Dri-
the
you
ball.
have to drive fast towards the ball, and then if you hit it at a right angle somehow, if the realistic physics will make it go into the goal. I really wish the physics weren't realistic because I'd score so many more goals.
You can change
This
the
is
Now,
the problem
Duncan,
with
this.
do you want me
You can,
to
like, you can change the gravity.
Okay.
Duncan, I have actually been looking at the rules of this, and I'm going to send it to you.
What,
just
this
for a better
game?
advantage. Yeah,
Okay.
like just to get a handle
What,
on it. And it actually does
Oh.
possibly get it in it.
I know what you're about to do.
So, no, you don't. I promise, Duncan. I promise you, it's not a good game.
I am like 90%
promise-
sure I know exactly what you're about to say.
I fully promise you, it's not a good game. It is genuinely, I
Ow!
haven't actually, and I wanted to see
course
you
it's a good
get
game.
JP. It's not a good good. It's not a good. I promise, it's not a good good. I'm putting it in the chat just now. Give you a bit
I
of
can't
advantage of
see.
JP who knows how to play the game.
Is this the chat of the? Is that Facebook chat?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's in the main chat. JP, don't look.
You're gonna. Hang on. I'm playing a sport.
Playing a sport. An e-sport.
Yeah. Oh,
Your
don't
best
say
friend.
that. I'll have to. I have to apologise to my family. I think there's some kind of Rocket League tournament going on today that I'm just ignoring.
That's why
Yeah,
you're
that's the
getting
first
such
I've
good
got.
Well,
people.
otherwise,
to
you'd
play
have
games.
entered.
Yes, exactly. I've become too good.
Oh no, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose.
Yep. It's the
Go
only
on,
thing that I
truck. You
want
can
to.
jetpack up this mountain.
Never has it been
Yeah,
more clear
you-
that we're playing different games. So what does it say?
Truck
Jamie sent a photo.
rider.
I'm gonna have to describe this photo to everyone. Oh no, it was a get good. It was some sort of anime character saying get good.
I
Such a pervert. Cartoons for perverts. Jamie is
Duncan,
sobbing
Duncan,
with laughter.
for the good, for the good of the group. What was the hints that I sent to you?
You said- you
How do you
said-
describe this hint document? This is document of tactics.
It's actually an image. It's a whole image, and it's some sort of anime child holding a piece of paper, and on the piece of paper is written "Get good," and that's Jamie's literally sobbing.
It's the fact that you still looked at it.
Oh, Jonny Gabriel said, "Good team, thank you, Johnny."
Go team.
Go team.
Like,
And we
like
did go.
the popular band.
Oh
I really
yeah,
wish that
they've
wasn't
got a
as
new
funny
album
as
out.
it
It's
was.
good.
Oh,
It's. I mean, Jamie, your wish might be my command. Oh, I think we're in the original stadium. I'm gonna press auto and see what happens. Oh,
I should have got.
who's on what team?
I probably should have got the car.
Oh,
Oh, no, okay. I should have got the car. Here we go.
oh, is
Let's
it
go.
both of
Come
us
on,
against?
Truck, it's fine.
Oh no, it's both of us against Johnny. I'm sorry, Johnny. You've now
Johnny, do you
got
want a hints document? Do you want some tactics?
Johnny?
I muted my microphone because I was shouting at the cats.
Oh, okay.
He was discussing
Oh, no.
tactics
Oh, Armstrong.
with the cats.
While you were.
I'm
while you
sorry.
were-
What's your cat's name?
I have two. I have one called Rudy and one called Eddie. And Rudy's a boy and Eddie's a girl.
I thought you said Armstrong.
What's-
Either way, that's very good.
What are your son and daughter up to?
They were Rudy was eating, and then Eddie was trying to steal food off him.
Eddie and
Really
Eddie are
sweet.
both extremely beautiful cats.
Rudy
Now,
is
Eddie-
handsome and cool, and Eddie is
Handsome
a
and cool.
dickhead.
Eddie is my problematic fave of the day.
Yes.
She is gen-
Eddie is a thief.
Eddie's the worst thing in the world.
The worst thing in the world.
That's very
she's a-
problematic.
She's got such a nice face.
No, okay, other way around. Other way. Come on.
What
Truck,
is the
this
worst thing that Eddie
Why are we
does?
doing this?
The worst thing that when Rudy goes to his litter tray, we've got like a hooded litter tray. So he sticks his little head out, and she jumps on top of the hood and just pats his head while he's trying to do a poo.
Wow.
That's what
Yeah,
Duncan
no,
does to you
I'm
when he's also quite
All
drunk.
in on Eddie. Yeah, that's true. I just show up at Jamie's house like, Jamie, it's time to do the thing again. I know you're gonna hate it.
Especially in the
but-
position.
What's the one that happened? Having a poo is amazing. That's all I want. I want cats now. I mean, I wanted cats. Well, no, I wanted dogs, but I want a dog that does that as well. I feel like a dog would properly go for it and just properly dunk their head in the litter as well. Slam. We're still. I'm still losing on account of a goal that was scored by a bot again.
Well,
And I-
that's
You're gonna
okay.
score.
We're gonna think of some more good men. Like there can't just be three. Who do we like? Who do we stand for? Let's,
People like David Attenborough a lot.
Do we?
People who don't seem to like any other TV show really like Blue Planet, so that's good. That's
That's
nice.
'cause it's pretty.
It is a very
It
good
is
show.
very good. It is very much like I enjoy watching it while I'm at home, drinking a nice cup of hot cocoa and nothing strong.
And then leaving it behind a curtain for 6 months.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. To make some chocolate cheese.
Oh no!
I think
That's
Alice
what I
gets
wanna
really
know.
annoyed.
What's
Sorry,
that?
go on.
If it made cheese, what did it
Epic
taste like?
save.
I know it's bad that I think this. And I know it's
I'll be honest,
stupid.
none of us braved eating it. The 6-month-old mug of hot chocolate cheese. Call us
You're
cowards,
cowards
if you will.
and
but-
you're on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if one of you had died, you would certainly have made history.
Yeah, exactly. You would have made a really
There'd be a
funny little entry.
Yeah, there'd be like a Netflix like documentary about us or something. Is that
Amazing.
worth it?
Making a cheese.
Oh,
yeah!
Making the rum cheese.
Oh god. Yeah, I have a feeling that like the content cycle is such now that if you had said to the internet, someone left hot chocolate behind a curtain for 6 months and it made cheese, you would get like some headlines. Like I reckon BuzzFeed would do a like oral history of it.
I'm gonna throw this guy into a rock. I think that my curiosity is such that like I want to eat a Tide Pod. Like I know.
No, you
I
will
know,
literally
right?
die.
And I know that's not even funny to say anymore because the content
No.
cycle is so quick now. But I kind of every time someone's like, "No, it's a really stupid idea," I want to eat it more
But why?
because they've told me not to. That's literally it. I know what it is. I know who I am. I know what my problems are, and that's one of them. I get told not to do a thing. I'm going to do the thing.
Okay, the question is though, how many do you think you could eat before you keel over and go to the emergency room?
Oh, one.
Like,
Because
I think
they're very
one.
toxic. The bigger question, JP, is how many do you think you could fit in your mouth?
What?
That's
Without
Fit in my
the
mouth without chewing or exploding them or whatever. I mean, they do kind of
Just
evaporate
like-
due to liquid though, don't they?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
You got to
pretty
figure
much.
back the time in, don't you? I think I could
Right.
fit.
I reckon I could do
I got a
3
big old mouth.
before
I
they
reckon
burst.
6. Yeah.
I mean, I
bursting.
reckon I could fit 6 eventually, but I think they would start. I don't know how quick I am. I guess I put them all in one go.
Nah, don't start leaking.
I mean, that's down to you. I think. I think.
Well,
You
the
know,
fact we're
you have to
discussing
approach
it
the
anyway
challenge in
is.
your own way. Yeah, can we just
Yeah,
make this very
it's-
clear for everybody watching this, like, that's thinking, eat a Tide Pod. Don't eat a Tide Pod. Don't eat a
Don't
fucking
eat a Tide
Tide Pod. It's a really fucking stupid idea. And I realise
It's
I just said this,
concentrated
and now I want to
washing
eat
up.
some more.
It's
It's
literally like.
enzymes. It's not going to go well. It's the worst possible thing you could put in your god.
A 1-all
I know
screamer.
Spit
shit,
has
we
it,
got
Overtime.
whatever, but
more
yeah,
like
point is, don't eat a
BROvertime.
goddamn time. Don't eat a
Oh, fuck.
desertion pod. Don't do it.
Oh
It should be obvious.
Oh my days, that was close.
Yeah.
But you know what else they tell you not to do? Is mix Baileys and lime, and that's just a funny thing to do to your friend.
Oh, yeah, you could really mess someone up with that. Has that ever happened to you?
Wait.
Yeah, it just curdles.
Explain
They
it.
curdles and then they throw up immediately. It's quite fun. Baileys and lime.
Bailey's basically
cordial?
curdles.
Yeah, it curdles.
But they literally
It
say
curdles,
on
but not until it gets a shot. It doesn't hit. It doesn't curdle until it hits the stomach, at which point bad things do happen. But not that bad to the point of like death. Just some intestinal distress, and puking. And it's funny if you're an asshole. So
True. What were you saying,
here we
Johnny?
are.
It literally says on Red Bull not to mix with alcohol, and then we made.
It does.
That's all we do.
Yeah,
All you do is Red Bull.
we can't progress as a species if that's
I don't think I've ever seen though, like anybody put alcohol and Monster together or Relentless. It's always Red Bull.
I got a grand
Branded
score
for you.
of 10 in that game. That's
That's
pretty
pretty
impressive.
Wait, is that good or bad? I don't know what
I'm gonna
very
do.
bad.
I'm gonna
Range
rematch
system
because
is.
I think I really bonded with Armstrong and Poncho. And,
Now, see, again, those are good cat names.
Yeah.
Eddie is
Yeah,
named
yeah.
after Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, so why do you like Eddie Vedder so much? Like, you love him. And this is all I know about you.
He's-
You like,
I like Flags and Eddie Vedder.
that's it. That's all I know
You
about
have
Johnny.
other things.
And like, you build up a stereotype in your mind about somebody, and this is very mature.
Oh, it's the Pearl Jam vexillologist guy.
Hey!
Hey, we're on the
That's
same
supposed to
team.
handle if you
That's
hadn't-
That's what they'd shout if I walked into Cheers.
Hey!
Yeah,
Hey,
you
tell
scored.
us about the flags. Tell us about the flags, Johnny. And you'd be like, this again.
Not again, Fraser.
Fraser.
Fraser would have some smart-ass comment about like how you'd got one of the flags wrong, and it would be tiresome.
But you know,
Me and
you
Norm.
would be fully into it's Cliff. You'd be Cliff in this scenario.
I'd be Cliff. Which one's Cliff?
No. Well, you'd be
The one that isn't Norm.
Oh no, he seems
It's two
to be
big
quite a
boys.
sad character.
Two big boys in close quarters in this. I don't enjoy it. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh Christ. I fucked this up quite badly. Why do you like
That
Eddie Vedder
sounds
so
like a
much?
real
Let's
Norm
go
thing
deep
to say.
dive.
How is your
It was,
Mass Effect adventure going anyway, Jamie?
It's going good. I have
So
various
two-
thoughts about this game that I'll do in the other podcast about thoughts of video games that I do, and not here because I've been banned from yelling about video games so much on this because I have so many thoughts.
have you?
I think Mass Effect Andromeda is a great game. I think everybody who's like it's not very good is a massive entitled dickhead. This is what I think, and
Wow.
also Truck Rider is a beautiful space kiss man.
Space Kiss.
Space kiss. He's both a spaceman who kisses and a man who does space kisses.
For some reason, the word kisses makes it so much more adorable and therefore bad.
Smooches. There's some aliens.
smooches. In space, no
Do
one
you ever-
can
do you
hear
ever
you
worry?
smooch.
Do you ever have to worry that if you met aliens and then you had to smooch one? But I mean, I say had to. You don't have to. You choose to. Obviously, you
Yeah.
choose to smooch the alien. Do you worry that, like, in this first contact of this specific type, you would actually kiss them somewhere very bad by accident, assuming it was a mouth?
Wait, they have
think this
like
is
a butthole
a
between
lot.
their eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
like,
it's a
what if you
bad
kiss
place
someone
to
that?
kiss
Well, maybe it is in their alien biology.
May-
Maybe it's like, oh, now I explode.
Oh,
That's the noise
okay.
of an alien exploding.
I feel like
I
it's
worry
on
about this a
them
lot.
to explain the rules.
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of JP and I just did a dance on the ceiling together.
Aw,
It was very
It was
moving.
it was very beautiful.
Yeah.
beautiful moment. in life.
Jamie, I have
Punching
so many
things.
questions about why this is something that you worry about to the point where it appears to have impacted your life.
Listen. I have anxiety, and I worry about a lot of things a lot. I also worry about like,
right.
what if I was a ghost, and then like my unfinished business. Obviously, I get murdered, right? And I become a ghost.
Yeah,
Obviously, not in contention.
obviously.
Like, what happens when my murderer dies? Because then I've got nothing more to do. I don't have not any more purpose, but I'm still the ghost. I
Well, you
probably
might
don't
not
have
be the
anything
ghost
to do
anymore.
with this. Huh?
Well, I mean, then presumably you stop being a ghost.
Well,
maybe
but
not.
the thing is about that though, in this scenario, I didn't take revenge for my murder or anything. They just died of old age. Because
Ooh.
ghosts can't really interact with the physical world very hard in a short specific kind of ghost. And I imagine I'm not that. I'm just a regular kind of ooh ghost. And so I haven't done the murder of them. They've just died of old age. And I haven't. So what I'm saying is I haven't finished my unfinished business.
Yes. Okay.
And then I guess I'm immortal, and I just gotta live, just well, with nothing more to do.
And then you're worried that the alien that you fuck will be bad, and you'll become a ghost for longer
Yes.
because you'll have unfinished business, which is that you've shamed the alien.
The alien probably.
kingdom.
The alien
It's good.
kingdom.
It's good that, I mean, this is what this show is all about, is digging into your deepest, most inexplicable neuroses.
It's not. I don't think it's inexplicable. I'll be honest with you. I think it's fairly
just kind of-
explicable.
I'm kind of imagining you in therapy and the therapist trying to work out a polite way to ask you if you have any human problems. Anything I can relate to as a doctor of humans and not ghosts.
I can't help you with the alien butthole thing, Jamie. Please stop asking me this. Please bring
Also,
me a
please
story
stop
about
calling
your
it that.
father. Please stop calling it the alien butthole problem, Jamie. Jamie, we can't have this argument every week. Who's not dead? Who's not?
Why are you paying
Why
£60
aren't they
a
dead?
month for
I don't
this?
think I can talk to the guy until you are dead. Mass Effect Andromeda is a very good game, but is also deeply unfinished. This is my opinions on it.
Are they making any steps to finishing it?
No,
Oh,
good
no.
lord, no. Good lord, no. They like patched the thing and they were like, nah. That'll do.
We're good. No one's going
No
to
one
be
buys
patient
this and
with us.
everybody's angry at us. Maybe I'm gonna
We're not
kill this
Destiny.
thing. Is this something?
Oh,
We're
they're
not
making a Destiny
Destiny.
clone now.
Oh yeah, they are.
Destiny what? Oh, they're making a
Well-
Destiny clone. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I
Eddie
could get
Vedder,
on
why do
board
we
with
like him? Give me
Oh,
a
yeah.
rundown. There we go.
He
There
makes
you are.
nice songs,
that. He does
Good.
make
And he
sense.
It's-
wasn't a total dick.
and he's helpful.
So far, he sounds a bit like Postman Pat.
Well, what songs did Postman Pat write?
This is a good
Postman
question. I just
Pat
realised that
wrote
I don't
his-
know if Postman Pat is a musical. Is
He wrote
Postman Pat
his
a musical?
self-titled song though, didn't he?
I assume so.
Isn't there a
Theme
movie
song.
where he goes on the X Factor? And he has like Ronan Keating's voice?
What?
No,
This
I
sounds
think
like a thing you
think,
dreamed when you were ill.
I'm
I
90%
think you're
certain it's
I
true.
think you're mixing him up with Rylan.
It's
You're
not hard
mixing
to.
up,
They both have
Postman
long,
Pat,
thin
a
faces.
stop-motion kids show in real life.
I've worked with Rylan, and he is a astonishingly tall man, to the point where it's actually quite frightening. But he's,
I have a
he's very
question
nice.
about Rylan.
What's that?
I have a question about Rylan for the expert in Rylan in the room.
Is it who is he?
Yeah, who's Rylan?
What was the question?
I'm not kidding. Who's Rylan? I'm not being
Oh,
a dick.
he was on the X Factor, and then he got big on the X Factor because he cried in like a very extreme way, and everyone was like, "That's
That's how he
bad,"
grew
and I'm
to
like,
6'5",
"Actually, that's
yes.
good." I think it's actually good that he did that. And
What did he cry about?
oh my god, I can get Mr. Boopy Butthole on my car now.
What?
But yeah, he cried because he was happy because he got through to a round that he wasn't expecting to get through. And so basically after
Oh.
that he became like a professional enterer of reality shows. And then he was so good on Big Brother that they gave him a presenting job on Big Brother's bit on the side, which I think he's still doing.
Huh.
Because he's good at it.
That's
He-
nice.
yeah,
And
he's-
he does
he's a-
this morning as well.
Oh, does he?
That's
is
where
he
he
doing
played
this
rugby
morning?
against Carl Anka.
Oh yes, he did.
Oh,
the show.
That's what.
Carl
that
is
was
on
about.
hiatus till he can get to a console. But yeah.
Carl is on hiatus. He's had a shitter of a week.
Was that on Carl's was that Carl's first TV appearance? Was
I
playing
think-
playing rugby with Ryland?
when was
So-
it? I talked to
Two
this guy.
years
like
ago.
4 years ago, or maybe 2 years ago actually. Yeah, I thought it was longer than that, but I've been wrong before.
And you'll be
Time
wrong
goes very
again.
fast. It's been
I'm
like
trying to
yes,
speak
and
with-
I will so many times.
Hi.
It's
Hello.
been. What's this? Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry. I'm yelling at Mass Effect. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you. I thought there might have been a dog in your house that you hadn't told us about.
Hello.
Hey,
No, you
beautiful
absolutely
goal.
don't wanna- I can't talk to him because someone's still living. That's not good. I think.
But what's Jamie? What's JP's beautiful goal?
Watch
That was very
JP's beautiful goal.
It is beautiful.
That's very good. I'm
Ah.
very proud of you all.
That was
You
a
all
good
seem to
noise.
be winning. Is this right?
We're winning 1-0, yeah. I think
pretty
we won the
good. So
last
you're the
one as
blue
well,
team,
4-1.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
don't know if you
Jamie,
keep it.
Yes.
imagine this is Overwatch, and we are taking points.
Oh yeah.
That is
Right.
Like, does that analogy work a little bit better for you?
Not really.
No. 'Cause you're punching a ball into it.
I don't understand it at all. Jamie, look out for my car.
Like, I
You can
get
tell because it's the
football
one.
vaguely, but like, I get football to the point of like, okay, you got 2 goals, one of them's yours, one of them's the other team's, and then I used to follow as a kid, right? I used to follow as a kid, and I enjoyed Blackburn Rovers when they were good, which was sure, arguably never, but
Hmm.
I followed it, and so I understand that much. It also just makes no sense. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just, a few years ago I heard the offside rule for the first time, and I have no idea what the hell that is. I don't remember that. And people kept saying it was really important. It's a really important thing now, Jamie, they said. And I just, like, so is that
It's
when you
not
kick the
important
ball
in this
way?
game.
They're like, it's not about kicking the ball. It's about where you are when they kick the ball. And I was lost again. So, I think we overcomplicate it as a sport. This is my opinion about football. You kick the ball
disagree.
to a place. Kick the ball to a place.
It's-
That's really all you need to know.
It's still 90% that.
It's with cars and
The
jumping.
offside rule is the only complicated bit, really. It's not that complicated. But I don't know. I mean,
I
Johnny,
like
what do you
rugby.
think? Should we make this game simpler or
Go up.
wait? Yeah. Wait. It's dead air. Quick, someone fill the dead air.
So
What?
rugby.
No, I like rugby. Rugby seems to an outsider like me pretty simple. Also,
Rugby is much
Rugby
more.
is just this
How
guy
is
has.
rugby more simple
because,
than
right.
football?
No. What you've got to imagine here is rugby from a complete outsider perspective. Because what it looks like is a bunch of men, very large men, with
Yeah.
broken faces, running around a field, and one guy has the ball, and they all jump on him. That's
not
his
it.
pretty simple. That's
is-
absolutely.
I wish
What, like
it.
10% of the game?
There's an offside rule in rugby, so,
Yeah,
which
it's
is more
true.
complicated than the football one.
Sure,
Yeah.
but again, it's that point, like, when you know a bit too much about a subject, like a little bit too
Yeah.
much, but not really enough. I'm like that with football. With rugby, I'm at a complete zero. I'm at a total zero in rugby, and so it's quite fun and relaxing to watch in its own little way.
The sport you want is American football, which is 90% hit that guy, but
Yes.
also throw it really far, and it's sort of like
But
once
also
you hit the guy too much,
concussions.
then the game stops.
It's also very
Concussions are
stop,
fine.
start.
Yes,
Concussions are
that's the
fun.
basic difference.
What I
get
need
that.
to know more about is has everyone been keeping up with the news about how Vince McMahon of WWE has announced the XFL, which I think is just like 2020 cricket but for NFL, so more.
Wait,
concussion.
again?
Am
You're
I
gonna have
right,
to explain
or-
some words.
Yeah, he
I'm
tried to
sorry.
again, and he tried to once, and now he's doing it again. I guess.
He's doing
Can
it
anyone
again.
elaborate
He's-
on that?
He's doing it again because a lot of American football fans have fallen out of love with
Oh,
NFL
God, no.
because of the
Because it's not violent.
This is a bad
no,
goal.
because of the taking the knee stuff.
No
Oh
problem.
Uh,
wow!
So basically, Vince McMahon's capitalising on that, and he's going to make sure that everyone respects the anthems. One of his big things.
Oh, is he?
So
What?
he's basically dog whistling to Trump fans in that regard.
No.
You can just say racist. I think this is a fair thing to say.
Is it going to be all white players and therefore much less interesting to watch?
Well, one of the big things was obviously Colin. I don't know how you pronounce his surname.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick,
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's
Is
Kaepernick,
still without a club, without a team.
Yeah.
Is he?
So a lot of people
Yeah,
wanted
that's
him
nuts.
to. A lot of people wanted him to move to XFL, but obviously, with the whole thing, he won't because it's built on a premise that he fundamentally doesn't agree with NFL to begin with, so he won't join the XFL.
Jesus. So XFL is American football for racists.
But yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
with extremely simplified rules and bigger hits and stuff, I think.
Ah.
Isn't
It
it
seems like
play slam ball instead.
What's slam ball?
What a slam ball.
Slam ball is basketball but with trampolines.
Oh, hello. I can get behind. Okay, yeah, alright, I'm in. Cool.
It was
I feel
briefly
like that
televised
is-
for a little bit.
I feel like it's that is close to being Ultimate Frisbee, which I obviously object to on moral grounds.
No, Ultimate Frisbee's fun as hell. I will not hear Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, but it's
denigrated
only
on
played by
this show.
people who own like a number of
Dreadlocks,
hats.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dreadlock people.
They're all dreadlocked. And, you know, it's pretty fun.
I did not play it.
I've never
I
actually
played
played it.
a couple games. There was a club in my uni, and I played a bit towards the end of it. My friend played it, and
Nice.
it's actually pretty fun. It's a bit like golf,
Oh.
but no, wait, no, I've lost it again. There we go. I know a little bit too much, but not enough.
Okay. Like, isn't it you just run around and throw a frisbee at each other and then eventually there's a point or something?
No, we got like it's a bit like I guess Quidditch.
Oh no!
Oh my
weirdly,
god,
a bit
no.
like Quidditch, I understand a lot more because I did a photo project on it, and it's like violent
yeah.
rugby. Yeah, violent. It's like rugby with sticks that can put your goddamn eye out if you're not careful. I have a lot of respect for it. I also did not play it at the same time because I enjoy my eyes. It's so we got the three oops,
Yes.
and
Wait, are you talking about
this is
Quidditch?
I'm talking
I
about
don't
Quidditch.
necessarly need to know about Quidditch, but
No, you do. You shut
I'm
up.
okay.
If I had to know about your fucking things, if I had to come here and be like, watch us kick around the ball as a car, Jamie. I don't own that game, I said, and you were like, Jamie, come talk to us anyway. If I had to do that, you gotta know about Quidditch. So there's like three things, and there's one guy with a thing down his trousers. You gotta take it, and that's the golden.
What?
And it's so as you can imagine. If you can imagine again, I know so little about Harry Potter as well. So I went to these like games on this photo project I did, and they explained it to me, and I was just kind of like, I do not have a base at all here. Please bring it down for me. So I had the similar conversations with that, but like they've got some cool stuff about them in the league as well. Like you've got kind of like, because it is made by and for big old nerds. They're quite aggressively inclusive, and that's really nice. Like they have like
oh, that's good.
gender parity rule, which is you got to 50-50 on the field at any time. Has to be half and half genders, and that just goes on whatever you identify as. And so the obvious question is there is like, what if you're gender neutral? And that is a wild card, which is delightful.
Oh, that's fun.
It's so like, and they're very like they've got genuinely huge fandoms often like university teams and things like that, and they're super into just not being assholes as a genuine codified big rule of theirs, which I quite like. But it is also incredibly goddamn violent, and people have lost eyes if they're not careful because they have sticks.
I mean,
it's fun. I feel like they'd be taken a lot more seriously if they weren't called Quidditch and didn't have the
if
sticks,
it wasn't
but
Harry
whatever.
Potter.
If it wasn't, yeah, I think there'd be a real chance it'd be actually taken quite seriously as a thing. But I don't. I think that holds it back. Yeah, if they could fly, like I'd take them way more seriously than I take any fucking footballer on this planet. I swear to God.
Is there any
If, like-
practical
and again, this
benefit
is,
to
again, I
having
have to
the
stress.
sticks?
No. It's got to be
Okay.
between your legs, but that's really like again as an outsider. No, I didn't make the rules though. But like, if I will say this right, and again, this is the only footballer I know the name of off the top of my head. If Alan Shearer came out in public and was like, "I'm actually a powerful wizard," I have so much respect for Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
I would be fully
Me-
back into football. Just on the off chance Alan Shearer, the powerful wizard, plays a game. I would watch every game of football for the rest of my fucking life.
I mean, you'd be amazed how often something in football happens that is along the lines of someone coming out as a wizard. Like, we did have Sean Dyche Shoes, the manager of... Oh my god, why am I forgetting?
Burnley.
Help me out. Burnley, thank you. Who someone basically said that he has a very gravelly voice. And who is it? Who said it?
One of his old players. I can't remember who.
Yeah. Basically said the reason his voice is so gravelly is because he openly eats worms during every training session. And he had to go on record as saying that he does not eat worms. But he did make a lot of like delightful jokes about how he does like eat gravel. And it's like one of those things that I think was pretty obviously a joke from the off, but it did capture my imagination. And like, it's not out of the question that he might eat worms. If anyone was going to eat worms, it would be him.
I mean,
like, he does
I've
have a
heard
certain...
worse.
Yeah, he has a beard that really frightens me, because it looks like he's just, like, fallen asleep in a bowl of soup, and just woken up, and then he's just got this perfect, like, orange circle on his mouth, which I find really distressing.
Or like,
But
okay,
he's also a very good manager.
here's the basic of it. If Mo Farah came out and was like, actually guys, I was fucking with you the whole time. I am
have been on
actually the
steroids."
Flash. I actually
okay.
do have superpowers. Like again,
Yeah.
like you could not tear me away from a single Olympic event from then on. Just because someone might
Even
be.
though his...
Do you think he'd be disqualified for being a metahuman though?
How would you? I don't think it's. I think no. I think it's like Airbud. I think it's like Airbud, where there's no rule specifically against it.
I
Like, there's no
recently
rule
got
saying
into
a
trouble
dog
for
can't
not
play
knowing what
basketball.
sport Airbud plays.
That's
I do actually remember. Do you remember in the Beano there was like one who could
Billy
run really
Whiz.
fast? Billy Whiz, thank you. Who,
Billy Whiz.
There was a whole thing about how he entered the Olympics and ran slow enough that no one would notice that he's like super speedy. And I think that's like quite smart.
Yeah.
What?
That's how you
What
do
if
it,
they?
right?
What if they found out that he was actually a guy being controlled by someone playing international track and field?
Oh man.
Now,
He's actually a robot.
do you want to hear a
a lot
thought,
to
and
think
again,
about, yeah.
an anxiety thought that I do have, because I should not be allowed in public? It is, you know, in Metal Gear Solid. I
Yeah.
think I've talked about this
Roughly.
before, probably. So you know in Metal Gear Solid, when you like, at the beginning of it, it's giving you tutorials, and you get calls from your friends. And your friend's like,
Yeah.
okay, you gotta press X to crouch. If someone called me up and was like, Jamie, you gotta press X to crouch, I think I would think about that moment at 3 AM every day. Every day, I would never sleep again. I would never forget about it. And I would never be the same person. I would freak out
Oh
and
no.
never stop.
Like Mel C.
Like again, if I was in the Harry Potter wizard universe and some letters came flying through the window saying your kid's a wizard, I would never stop thinking about that. I'd never have a normal conversation down the pub ever again. Like, oh, Jimmy, did
So-
you hear about the football thing you don't care about? How do you give a shit? They're all wizards now. All I could ever think about. I think
There
about
was
this
there not
so
a-
much, and I know it's not healthy.
Well, you're basically
can't stop.
Hagrid, because Hagrid like repeatedly got in trouble for just chatting about stuff that was very secret in the pub, and then someone like sold him some dragons, and that all went very bad.
Is that
Some
true?
dragons, what?
And, I mean, it's not true. It's in the fictional, much beloved Harry Potter
Okay.
universe, but
Okay, so what I'm asking here is like, is that canon rather than is it a thing that actually happened in real life? I am aware. I know I do freak out sometimes about how I might be controlled in Metal Gear Solid, but I know I'm dimly aware that Harry Potter didn't actually happen. I
him
think someone
buying
said
animals
something.
in the pub is canon. Like
Okay,
him
right.
buying animals from the pub is definitely canon. I can't remember about him giving away top secret information, but I'm pretty sure it's true.
I honestly, I consider any wizard that doesn't give away top secret information in the Harry Potter universe an asshole. So, like, could you imagine, right? So someone tells you when you're a kid, right? Oh, my child went to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, right? If someone tells you that, and later on, like, you've got the cancer. What I'm saying here is that, like, if you get the cancer in the Harry Potter universe, you know wizards, and the wizards don't immediately say, "Oh, we got phoenix feathers, don't worry about it." That wizard's a dick.
That's
a
true.
dickhead wizard.
Well, does that actually exist in the Harry Potter universe? Does the big C word exist?
I assume so. Everything seems to be the same.
Have they not magicked it away?
You'd think so, but again, I don't
know if
think
magic
so.
works that way.
I don't think it actually happened, and that's what makes the wizards assholes.
Duncan, did
And
you
again,
say...
I will say, before we get a lot of shit for this,
JG.
I have not read these books.
Oh wait, Johnny's not on our team.
Well done, Johnny. Well, no.
That's not how magic works. But that is how magic works. Magic is magic.
That's absolutely how magic should work.
I also
But
I
again,
have
they
a
don't
question
use
about
emails,
spells.
so who knows?
So, you know how they all have a certain number of spells that they know all the words for? Do they?
Yes.
Are those just all the spells they were given in the first place, or do people invent new spells? Like, do they get developed in R&D?
Maybe.
Is there a wizard R&D?
Probably.
Yeah.
Isn't that factory or whatever the Harry goes to work for in the end? Like the wizard thing?
I thought he was
No,
an aura.
they're the police.
Isn't the
They're
Ministry
not
of Magic
independent.
basically like an R&D for magic?
No,
Oh my God,
isn't
we
it
just
like
got
more
scored
like
against by someone called
policing
Hollywood.
it?
Okay, I'm just gonna put
Thanks,
Harry Potter expert Rachel Krish on this to tell us more about the Ministry of Magic.
Please
Oh.
do, please.
I'm not a Harry Potter.
Hi Rachel.
I'm not a Harry Potter
Hi Rachel.
expert.
Can you
I'm
get
just-
cancer in the Harry Potter universe?
I'm
This is deeply
guessing-
important to me now.
I'm guessing you probably can, but they probably have some sort of cure for it. Or
If
some
you
way to
used
like
a
ease the
phoenix
pain.
feather,
Okay.
if you use a phoenix feather on someone who has like a genetic disease,
right.
is that when they come back, do they still have that disease?
Why you? I've only read the books. He's only called me an expert because I've read the books. Before I met John, he'd never consumed anything to do with Harry Potter.
I've seen the films, and they
But
don't
now
really
he's
go into
eaten
it.
many Harry Potters.
Yeah, exactly. He's eaten the whole gang. I don't know.
Eat the book. Eat the book, JP.
I thought I was just coming on here to say that the Ministry of Magic's kind of like, I guess, Ministry of Defence, Parliament, and a bunch of other things put together.
This is Ministry of Defense, and they do like R&D.
What's R&D? Oh,
Research and
probably.
development.
Probably, yeah. Sorry,
What's that?
he's trying to be sassy just because he hasn't got a microphone on. You are being
Yeah, he
sassy.
does that. It's very funny. Yeah, we know about the JP problem, yes. Like, so, my question is,
Right.
there are a few people I understand in the Harry Potter universe that know about wizards. Like, they tell the Prime Minister, right? They tell the Prime Minister. Take a Prime Minister aside and go,
Oh,
there
yeah.
are wizards. And we've
Yeah.
got a school, and we need some kind of diplomatic community, because that's a different dimension or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
If you're the Prime Minister in the Harry Potter universe, and you, like, your doctor says you've got 3 weeks to live, a part of you is like, well, that's fine, that's okay, that's doable, that's fixable. And then you go to your wizard friend, and they go, no, sorry, mate, we can't help you because of wizard secrets. That wizard's a dick, right? That wizard's an asshole.
Isn't
Yeah.
there there's some sort of law that means that like wizards can't use magic on muggles, I think. There's some sort of like in the presence of muggles or something like that. It's or something along those lines. I don't know. It's really confusing.
Why won't they just integrate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your answer, Johnny? Just like everyone live together in harmony.
Yeah.
At J.K. Rowling
Share
and
and
say
share
that
alike.
now. At her. Ask her why she
Why
supports
is she
segregation.
so
Will actually
anti-
make somebody on the spot. I feel like doing this.
At J.K. Rowling and say, why do you support segregation? And see
Bring
what
her onto
happens.
this fucking stream. You work at BuzzFeed. You've got clout, or at least more than I do. Which again, I'll
No,
grant you,
not clout.
not much.
She only follows a few of us. She picks which ones she follows. She's very selective.
Oh yeah.
So,
Was
I'm
that
ready to-
before she became a bit insufferable? Was that a bit like receiving the letter from Hogwarts? Like you're excited
I
about it.
guess.
I guess now it's Chrissy Teigen though. If Chrissy Teigen follows you, you've got some power.
Oh.
Yeah. She's the new powerful one. I don't know.
Oh, Rachel,
Anyway, I'll
wait,
Oh, sorry.
before you go.
Yes.
Who's a good man? Who's still good?
What do you mean
We need
he's-
to figure out
oh,
who's
That's
actually good.
in
We know what
2018.
not to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
here in 2018, right? And I recognize we don't know everything, and you know, Chris Evans could be just an absolute mega Hitler inside, but we don't know about it.
Mecha
yet.
Hitler.
Yes. Again, I think about this a lot. No, like he could be the worst person inside, but like
It could be,
discounting the fact that we obviously don't know everything going on at any time in someone's head, like who's a good man right now? Because we need to figure out like who's good, because we know who's bad.
from
Wait,
everything I know-
Janina has a John Oliver.
Jamie, stop
Yes,
asking the question.
From everything I know, Keanu Reeves is pretty solid on the whole good
He's
human
pretty
front.
good, I'll give you that.
He
Um,
seems like a good boy.
Why?
I've seen some anti-Chris Evans stuff, I think because he might have done some sort of dodgy film in the past. He's done a lot of Christian films, which has made a few people kind of a bit scared of
Oh.
him. But I'm not too
Well,
sure.
I mean,
That's unsettling.
I feel like if you're an actor, you just kind of, especially in the beginning of your career, you're like, nah, I'll take what I can
Yeah.
get. So I can
um,
kind of like, that's the kind of thing I tend to overlook unless it's like, oh, you also used it.
I'd say Keanu Reeves, maybe John Cho. You know, the Asian guys.
Ah, John
Oh,
Cho!
beautiful.
Those Asian
John
guys.
Cho.
John Cho's still good.
John Cho, the most handsome man in the world.
He is the most handsome man in the world. He's beautiful.
Is he problematic
Um,
because he's not married to me? That's
Yes,
he's problematic,
yes.
I'd say.
There
Yes.
we go. We've
Is
worked
that fine to
that
say?
out. I'm not too. I don't know from the other way. If there's a lot. I'm trying to think of women who are unproblematic right now.
That's also difficult, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to have a think. Emily is Emily
Chrissy
Blunt
Teigen,
good?
she's still alright.
Chrissy
Emily
Teigen's alright,
Blunt's great.
but she annoys a lot of people. So you know.
Yeah.
Emily
Well,
Blunt's
you know,
still
she's
good.
a woman on the internet.
Yeah.
Emily
woman on
Blunt
the
is still good. What about John Krasinski? Is he alright?
Yeah, but he also starred in a Michael Bay film,
Oh yeah.
He
And
did
people
that,
said,
Benghazi film.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
People
But
say he's bad because Jim from The Office is secretly bad, but I can never
Oh,
quite
yeah.
work that one out.
The whole- I can't remember. There was a post about that on the website I work for, but I can't quite remember what it was about. Anyway, I'll
I
give you
do
back
think
to
he was
the
about
better
a
Asian in
speechwriter.
this household. Go on. Better Asian.
Thanks, Rach. Janina suggested John Oliver as well, but I'd like to hear some rationale. I can't pass this thing over, really.
Lots
Who
of people
suggested
hate
John
that
Oliver?
show for reasons.
My partner,
Janina.
Janina.
John Oliver was part of Footlights, so he's.
Automatically bad, yeah, never mind, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Richard
that's
Ayoade,
right.
is he bad? Apart from his Footlights,
It's good.
he seems
Was
like
he
a
in
nice chap.
Footlights?
You'd be amazed how many people know Footlights.
I honestly thought
I-
Richard Ayoade went to like a normal university.
No, he was
apparently
there
important
with
in Britain.
David Mitchell. He was the same year as David Mitchell and John Oliver.
Hmm.
At
Were they both in the
Cambridge.
same year?
I think so, and Robert Webb as well.
Is Robert
Yeah.
Webb good?
Robert
He's
Webb.
quite
no.
smug.
I mean, it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing,
and-
isn't it, really? Like, if
I
you're
got
in
his book for
Footlights,
Christmas, and
that's
it
what
seems
means.
interesting.
Yeah. His book is very much along the lines of the sort of thing we stand for.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah. Apparently it is very much along those lines, but like, I tend not to read his autobiography when given the choice to not do it.
I think it's not an autobiography. I think it's about being. Well, it's about toxic masculinity.
Being better.
Yeah.
That's the whole boy.
Okay.
Who else
I
went
mean,
to Footlights?
yeah.
I enjoy a Footlights conversation because I wish I could have gone secretly.
I used to be in comedy. It was like the biggest like. I didn't have anything at university, and I'm too old now. I don't know.
My comment.
But,
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, that's
listen
fine.
to him.
I'm
Thing. So obviously there's the Oxford Review, which is what what's his name? Stuart Leon Herring did, and
Oh, yeah.
Michael Gove. Michael Gove did it as well. He was in the
What?
same year. Michael
Yeah.
Gove was in the same year as Stuart Lee and Richard Herring at university.
He was in the
and,
review?
Yeah,
No!
with Emma Kennedy as well.
Oh god, Emma Kennedy.
And then there's the Durham review as well. And I know
There was a nut.
more recently, Nish Kumar was part of the Durham review, and Ed Gamble and some other people.
So did you ever do this
Nice.
kind of thing? I realized like we're talking about the first time, Johnny. Have you ever done this kind of like, is this your kind of world or?
Me, I know.
Yeah. No, good luck.
I never wanted to do anything like that at university. I wanted to go to university. I don't think the University of Central Lancashire had
Hey.
much in the way of a big
It might have done.
review style thing that would go
I
up
know
to
a
Edinburgh
few
and stuff.
comedians who went to Central Lancashire, but I don't think there's anything specific. Yeah.
The
There's, like,
fam-
open
the
mic
most
nights
famous
at Student
people-
Union.
The most famous people that went to my university were Paul Nuttall, the former leader of UKIP,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
and
Shit.
I
Wow.
think John Culshaw, the comedian from Dead Ringers, and stuff
Oh,
went there as
nice.
well.
Well,
And
that's
me,
not bad. And
You're the most famous one now. You're streaming on the internet for an audience of several.
I genuinely think I am the second most famous person to have gone to my high school, which is slow.
Who's
We
number
have
one?
someone from Coronation Street, so I do not win this even slightly. I'm so
The
far
most
down.
famous person, Jessica Taylor from Liberty X, and now married to cricketer Kevin Peterson, went to my
Oh,
school.
that's pretty good.
I mean, you could have just said
She's
Liberty
a re-
X, and we'd all have been starstruck anyway.
She's a very, very nice person.
Was she from your year?
No, she was my sister's. She's friends with my sister. She was my sister's year at school.
Hey, by the way, if anybody's watching my stream on this, can someone tell me what this guy's saying? Because, again,
I-
the overlay is right in front of the subtitles. It's a really great design decision. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks, Twitch.
I'm.
Thanks, Twitch.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have to say
Twitch.
this will be my last game, if that's all right.
Same.
Yeah,
I was gonna
okay.
say it's gonna be my
We've been
last
on
game
here
as
a
well.
while.
We have been here a very long
Yeah.
while.
It's been some
so,
And,
okay, right. Quick fire time. Who is, like... Doesn't have to be a celebrity. Who is your most unproblematic fave? And I realize that's, like, not zero problematic, but also, you know...
My most unproblematic, least problematic.
Yeah,
fave.
it's difficult and almost impossible to say non-problematic at this point. The least problematic fave you have. It's nice to celebrate. It's nice to celebrate people who.
I'd like
I
to
was gonna
celebrate
say
and shout
Jack-
out to comic book artist Greg Pak, who's been giving some big hints and tips to a lot of comic book writers out there, and also
Oh.
he bigs up
Oh, yeah,
Asians
yeah.
as well. He's great, and he also
Could
follows
you
Rachel on
put a
Twitter.
thing out on the BROverwatch account, like some of that?
I will.
Or you send because I have the password and I remembered it. What's he on now? What's Greg Pak? What book's he on? these days?
He's writing Weapon X, Weapon H, some weird X-Men stuff. But he's also got a very good indie book called Mech Cadet U, which is actually really good.
Was he the one? Wait, am I thinking right? He Hulk a while back.
Oh yeah, he's selling Hulk as well. So he wrote Planet Hulk
sweet.
back in the day, and
Yes!
we
I enjoyed Planet
I got him to sign a book, which was nice.
Ah. So he's your best
Pretty
friend?
good.
Yeah, he's a nice boy. He's a very nice boy.
In this same
Uh,
vein of he signed my book and now we're best friends, I would like to nominate David Sedaris.
Oh yeah. Is he not
Yeah.
problematic?
I
Nice.
fucking hope not, because he's my best friend.
No,
now.
no. Oh
I
no,
gave
no,
him
it's
half.
good.
I gave him half
can't.
of a necklace. And
He must be
best
like
friend.
the only person who has written almost exclusively personal essays who has not been problematic.
I mean, I'm assuming in all these cases it's like
I'm unaware of it.
something, but it's that whole thing of like moving on from that and kind of learning.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is all you can really ask for, unless it's a very, very bad thing that did it, like a murder or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like unproblematic being things like not that bad, kind of sexual assaulty stuff,
Yeah.
kind of comments and things like that. Because there's usually something. Like I keep thinking about this, especially lately, that I think if you can say you've never said like anything bad in your life, or you've never crossed any sort of line, then you're either deluded or a fucking liar. So I'm just looking for that kind of. I mean, not me, because obviously I'm flawless, but I know. It's all gonna come out in 3 days. It's all I really want is just that kind of ability and willingness to learn how to not be a dick and work on not being the dick that you can be, that we can all be, from time to time. So that's my criteria. And so in this scenario, I would like to dominate this character as mine.
We're doing men, right?
Eh.
I guess, as this is about. Well, I was going to do Sean Baker, who's the director of Tangerine and the Florida Project, which is a film
I have
from
not
last year
seen
that
either
I
of them.
loved a great
Hooray.
deal. They're both very, very good. The Florida Project is much better. But, yeah, they're both amazing.
Yes.
And he seems
Temple.
generally very good. Yeah, he seems like a very force for good. I am excited to find out whatever
In
comes next. He was
what kind of way?
like
what?
Is he good?
Yeah, like, you know.
His films are very empathetic. There's a lot of like Tangerine is about 2 trans sex workers, or 1 trans sex worker, another sex worker. There's about, and then also Florida Project is about a single mother and her child. It's mainly focused on the little girl living in a motel outside Disney World, and it's about like them in a very unjudgmental and very sort of like yeah, just generally like, you know, treating them as humans rather than plot points or what am I thinking of? Yeah, just generally like a much nicer and more conscientious way of telling these stories than someone else might do. And also he's very good visually, and his screenwriting is really shit hot, and he gets really good performances out of people. And that film wasn't nominated for Best Picture, which I think is stupid, especially considering Darkest Fucking Hour is. And
because everybody loved that. Everybody loved it, and it was real surprising that it wasn't. Even though I think
it was a long
better.
time ago. Like I think it was. I mean, like something like Columbus, which is also amazing, but came out like 6 months ago and hasn't come out in the UK yet. Was like everyone gave it 5 stars, but it's not nominated for anything because it's just like I don't know. I think it's just passed along, or maybe it was only certain critics really liked it. Plus, they're like, you know, not about like borderline fascist war generals or prime ministers even.
Or
and they
much
don't
older
have
men
a scene.
having affairs with much younger men.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
I hear that film's good, but it makes me feel uncomfortable.
It's fine. It's quite boring. They're very rich.
I assume so. I assume so because I'm a better asshole.
Jonny, how about you? Have you got a problematic, non-problematic fave for us?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Other than Eddie Vader.
I mean, if it's Eddie Vedder, I mean, come on. Like, we got a theme
Eddie
going.
Vedder
That's all we
again.
know about Johnny. He's an enigmatic man.
So, yeah. I can say who said Andrew WK before? Was it Duncan?
Oh, me.
I think, yeah.
Andrew
you can say,
WK is. I think he's got new songs out, and he's like obviously on the promotion trail again. But I think as a person, I know there's a lot of irony behind him and behind what he stands for. But if you ever read his writings on suicide and depression and things like that, he's very well versed and very helpful to people that contact him that need help, because I think he's a very positive person.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
think
His column in the Village Voice is really, really good as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
yeah.
it's so good. His Twitter account
It
as
was
well
really
is
good.
genuinely incredible. Just like things that are and aren't party. I like the dedication to the brand, and yet
Yeah.
just making it a positive force in the world is something I really admire.
Yeah, I think.
And also the
like,
music rules. It absolutely
the
rules,
music's
and I
so
will not
fun.
be talked down from this.
But I think
Sorry.
he came out at a time like the early 2000s where new metal and metal was very negative. Like if you look at any Limp Bizkit or Papa Roach or anything, it's very
And I do
negatively focused.
consistently, yes.
And
Yeah.
whereas he came out and was all like, "No, we can still have a good time," and it's like, "Well, no, you're
Yeah.
not right."
And also,
Yeah,
that
um,
positivity.
just like a world-class pianist as well, which is always
Oh,
fun.
he's great.
Yeah.
He also
I
has a
went to-
pizza guitar.
Yeah, I
Wait,
went to-
no, I'm sorry. This has now derailed the whole conversation. What the fuck were we doing for the last 2 hours? What the hell? Why are we talking about this?
I went
Well,
to
it's like
see
he has a
him,
pizza
and he
guitar.
played the whole of the whole of Freebird on a pizza-shaped guitar,
Oh, wow.
which was weird.
Good Christ, that's
It's a
good.
great guitar, though.
That's so good.
It sounds horribly impractical. Like, do you not just
It's just a
bash your
pizza- it's-
wrists on it?
It's a
not
a
made of
slice of
pizza,
pizza
mate.
for the head. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
That's so
I'm a
good.
big fan of that. Wow,
I don't
we
even
went
play
out
guitar
on a
anymore,
live.
but
Yeah, we lost that game.
Did you used to play guitar?
Yeah, well, I technically still do, I guess. But my friend Anna has my only. She broke her guitar and she's a professional, but I wasn't really using mine.
No.
And she's had it for like a couple of years now, I think, because that's how often I play. No, so my thing with David Sedaris is very, very funny and very, very thoughtful, and just again, my best friend in the world, but just a very supportive and by all accounts absolutely lovely human being, but also mostly goddamn hilarious without being an asshole about it in his writing and work. Would be my that's my pick. That would be mine. So those
There we
are
go.
if any is problematic,
Four
we can delete this
non-problematic men.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. This episode is now public record.
Yes.
Excellent.
Hopefully these are good men and have not done anything bad. Don't let us down, guys.
We'll Google this afterwards and see what happens.
Maybe do some creative editing.
Should we
Sweet,
do
so that
some-
wraps up
some
this
wrap-ups?
this wraps up this
Yeah.
episode of BROverwatch. I've been John Partridge. You can find me on Twitter at John Partridge.
I've been
Jamie Drew,
Duncan
sorry.
Vacabra. Ollie, you go, you do.
No, it's fine. All right, let's do it. I'm Jamie Drew. I'm on the internet. Hey, Jamie Drew. I have a Twitter account of that, and I have an Instagram account of that, but I'm not really using it lately because I'm going through boring existential crisis bullshit that I go through every year. So. But I might be back on it sometime. I'm a photographer. They say it's very good, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
I'm
But I'll be
Duncan
there
Viker
too.
Brown. I'm not on Twitter anymore, but you can find me running the BROverwatch Twitter account, which is Let's BROverwatch.
This is a
And
task that's
Johnny?
become very, very difficult in recent days because I remember.
Oh yeah, Jamie's on it sometimes now and always drunk.
Yeah, it's usually my tweeting time. Luckily, I'm a happy drunk. I feel like I'm an okay drunk.
You're very buoyant.
Yeah.
And thank you very much to Johnny for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope we'll have you on again at some point. We'll either all get FIFA or we'll just play more Rocket League.
You can get Lego World.
Yes, I can. Is there a co-op on that?
Yeah.
Probably. I think it's only two
Oh,
players,
so
two
tight.
people. Then.
That's fine. That's good. But like, I think like
That-
it's important at this point. Like, I don't think we've talked about this a little bit. I don't think like we're thinking of people in terms of guests. We're just kind of got a pool of people who, have lives and shit. So I think it's going to be a case of who's around on Sunday. Let's play video games and chat.
Yeah.
Like
I won't be
men
around
do,
for the
or
next one,
should.
so good luck with that.
Hooray! Oh, I mean, this will
Hopefully.
be good. Sunday, Sweet
Yes.
5. I think this works for us. It's going to be a live show now.
Yeah. And everyone
it's pretty
follow
good.
Johnny on Twitter at Jonny Gabriel. He's very, very good and much better at it than any of us are.
If you find me anywhere
not a
else
high
under
bar.
that username, don't try and follow me. Like, don't try.
Even though you have
Don't try.
established that it's you.
Don't try and follow me on
Um,
Instagram. Don't try and add me on Facebook. Just please leave me alone.